hovel. No, my first hovel, my primary hovel.
Ah, primary hovel. Gotcha.
Um,
Hang on, I'm just doing bits. Everyone can see my dashboard. Oh, that was awkward. Right, here we go. So I had to sort my little scenes out. What was I doing on this world? I remember I was building myself a little castle, but I got sidetracked. Hang on, let me just fall asleep. Oh, you're back in. Okay, maybe I won't. Right, I'll come fly over to you. I'll leave my supplies here because I don't think I'm going to need any of this stuff. Let's just chuck all this dirt in here. There we go.
right. Okay.
Right, I'll fly over to you and then we'll properly start things.
Oh, is it night? Oh, okay, cool.
It is. I've been quite busy on this world actually since we were last on it.
Which was about 1.5 weeks ago, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, roughly about that. Yeah, last Wednesday. Right. Okay, that is the wrong map. So one of the things I did was actually just I spent about an hour just. I made a map, and what you can do is you can just basically take. Oh, fuck. You're right.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on. Okay. All right.
One of the things I did was I just spent about an hour just flying around the map, around the world. And what you can do is you can make little maps which sort of detail the world. A little bit of cartography going on here. And I ended up filling up 2 whole maps, which is like crazy size. So I'm well charted in these areas now. I know a lot of good spots now.
Where am I? I know where I am. I'm just near your kind of. This is some kind of. Oh, this is where I was. This is my hovel area over here. Oh, Nick's here. Hi, Nick. Good to see you. Wait, I know you. Yes, exactly.
Welcome to the. Well, it's weird he's talking over your stream, but welcome to the stream, Nick.
Yeah, I was trying to get like 2 screens on because we're gonna have dual chats, aren't we?
We are. I mean, fuck me, to be honest, my stream at the moment.
No, your stream was pretty good last night, I thought.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Oh, hang on. Every time I tab out, the game just disappears. Right. Should we head to bed first?
Yeah. I'm just getting back into the main town.
Okay.
I think we should give the town like different zones. We should call it different things.
Right. Because I think
like different areas. This is. So are you in the house currently?
I'm in the big boy house. Yeah. I'm gonna go to bed though. There's a bed just outside the entrance that you can crash into.
Well, outside your entrance, as it were. So to speak.
He's here everywhere. I got you both. Listen, Nick, thank you so much for tuning in, man. It's good to see you here. You get both of us. How crazy is that? You get to see both of us.
It's like being double teamed.
It's like spit roast.
Yes, exactly. The cyber spit roast. Can't stay long. Hello, Fett. Nice to see you, my friend. How are you this evening?
Oh, you've got everyone. Let's go.
Where? Oh God. I'm gonna come up to the bedroom. I mean, we're not going to waste any time. Let's just get down to it. Why not? Oh, I've lost the bedroom. Oh, here it is. Well, hey. There we go.
All right, you're in bed. Let's go. All right, you're in bed.
Okay. I'm good. Just been chilled. Oh, Fett. I'm pleased.
Charlie says Minecraft. Love it. 2 handsome voices too. That is correct.
Oh, well.
I mean, I'd say. Whoa, you've got a different skin on than you had last time. Sure. Hang on.
I don't think I'm wearing anything. I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe it's because you were wearing armor last time.
Yeah, I was. The armor. You're finally going to build your brothel. Yeah, Nick. Me. Yeah, because obviously John was way ahead because I was just gabbling for the entire fucking time. But I made a decision to actually get on with it this time and get a good way into the process. One handsome beard. Oh, thank you very much.
So actually, I was consulted by the landlord of this world.
Oh, were you?
Yes. And she said she didn't like my building. She said it was too dark. I don't think she understood what we were going for.
But sorry to interrupt you, but when you say the landlord, you actually mean
Grace.
Grace, exactly.
Basically, the person who built all of this bar, the massive building, which is famously incomplete and has been, and probably will remain incomplete for the rest of its lifespan.
Yeah.
So what I might do, and I'm thinking about it as well. Mine is looking a bit too Death Star-y, a bit too like a galactic sort of. It's more like a galactic strip club, and I want to go for a bit more subtle. So I might have to resize, maybe I was gonna have like I had an idea like the ground floor was gonna be like just stripper poles everywhere, and then like the second floor was gonna, or the first floor, sorry, was gonna be like the more executive sort of suites where it's more like a meet and greet sort of Littlefinger vibes from Game of Thrones.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Need to go. Might put back. All right, Fett. See you soon, my friend.
Oh my goodness, I forgot you can make Minecraft look so pretty. Them sun rays though. Listen, it's the texture pack. That's what I'm telling you guys. And the best thing about this, not texture pack. What is it called? I forgot what it's called. What is it? Not a texture pack. It's hang on, I can tell you what it's called.
God, look at all my shit. Fucking hell.
Shaders. It's a shader.
Oh right, yeah.
So my water looks clean.
I dropped all my incredibly expensive gear, which you generously gave me last time. But I've picked it up now. Here we go. It was all outside the original Unibomber place. All right. Okay.
Okay. Right. Well, I mean, it's going to be a slow start, I reckon. Because for you especially, because we're going to need to think about what you're going to be doing and what's your sort of design. I mean, you've got your plot out, which is
well, it's a start.
Amount of time doing as well.
No, I know. Nick says, noticed you made the cam bigger. It's just the reds. It's the resolution I made a little bit bigger. Because the reason for this is because when you're looking through streams to click on, some of the little inset pictures are a bit small. So I made it a little bit bigger for that reason. Sorry, John, you were saying. Like I was talking about, you were talking about the plot, and I hadn't got very far, which is true. I haven't got very far. So, right, what I need to do is I need to get. Oh, John's disappeared. That is awesome. Well, that's cool. I'll just continue because I need to farm. So the first thing I need to do, because this is going to be like a Middle Eastern kind of vibe to this brothel thingy. But I need to sort out. He drank an invisibility potion. It's really quite now. Not only is he invisible, he is silent as well. So I don't know. Like I can see his stream from here, and it's just like a kind of, he's just kind of disappeared, which is great. So what I'm going to do is, I think the first thing to do is to get the walls sorted out, which is all going to be along here, and also hopefully a creeper doesn't swing around. Exactly, where is he? Let's see where he is. Oh, he's over here. Can I crossbow him?
Okay, cool. See ya. Got mauled by my cat. Oh shit! You took aim. Well, good job, man.
Hi.
Honestly, my armor is very strong. Actually, you get hurt. Actually, if I put more.
This is the weird thing, because I just got 2 hearts taken off me for firing those.
Yeah, it's because I've got an enchantment called Thorns on it, which basically means whenever I get damaged, the person who damaged me then gets damaged.
Well, that's okay. That's pretty cool.
Quite interesting.
It is quite interesting. I'm just going to fiddle with my stream for 1 second. Okay.
One of those.
Oh, thank you.
It just keeps getting rid of it, which is annoying.
I really want to. Okay, what I need is a fuckload of sand. I need to find a fuckload of sand. That's what I need to do. So that's the first thing.
Are you looking to get some glass? Is that what you're looking to get?
No, I need some sandstone. That's what I need.
Okay.
That's what I need.
Okay, interesting. Hang on, let me just close this. I've got a bit of a mess at the moment. I'm a bit of a mess. It's probably because I'm not used to. Oh my god, what's going on?
That's great. That looks awesome.
Welcome to the stream, everybody! AKA Brothel Montana! What's good? Brownie, what's good, man? Listen, pack it in. Welcome to the Borrow Punch. How's everyone doing? It's good to see everybody. You literally just caught us at the beginning of the stream. Welcome, everyone.
This is right at the start.
Every time I tab out, the game disappears, guys. I don't actually hate the game. I just have to see the chat. I love you. Welcome, Turpart. Welcome, Danik31048. Welcome, Corn Dog. Everyone, welcome to the stream. Lazy Kate, what's good, everyone? Welcome to the stream. How was dinosaur hunting? How did you get any penguins in the end, or did I miss that? I don't know. I've literally just come back from work, guys. But whilst we're here, everyone, this is me. This is John. Welcome to the stream. We're streaming my good friend, Under Earth. I've got him linked in the description there, guys. You can check us both out. Today we're going to be doing some building, so we're actually building some brothels in Minecraft.
This is my idea. I take full responsibility for this.
Do you want to? I mean, I can give. We'll go for introductions properly in a minute, but we're just trying to set up, get a few things going, and then we're going to start building. But welcome into the stream, everyone. I have four. You have 4 penguins. 4 penguins.
Penguinus.
Penguinus.
That's the Latin declension.
Gosh. Bro, how was your stream, buddy? Was it all good? Listen, guys, if you're not following the man, the myth, the legends himself, he's an amazing streamer, and I'm a big fan. A bit of a stan, I would say, actually. A bit of a stan when it comes to AK Bro Montana's. Honestly, Sam.
I'm leading you down the path of deviance.
Listen, you have a great beard.
I have a great beard.
But, if you see this guy's mustache, AK Bro Montana's mustache, it's quite worthy.
Oh yeah, you told me about him.
Yeah, actually, there you go. I was talking to the person playing Minecraft with my buddy. I was talking to him about really cool streamers you should check out, and happened to know I was like, oh, you should follow this guy called AK Bro Montana. He's an amazing streamer. He's got really good his graphics are amazing. He puts so much time and energy into his stream. And little behold, he just joins our stream here and there. Let's go. It's great. Yes, went for 5 hours, which is pretty long for me. Going to try and make that more regular. Good. I mean, what more could you want than more you? That makes sense. I don't know. My English is broken at best. Right, what's the update? What's the update on the old block situation? Are you looking for sand?
That's precisely what I'm doing. I'm looking for sand,
okay.
but I've only got a very small quantity over here, next to my. I think I'm just going to sort of dig that up. But the problem is, if I dig that up, it's not going to look very aesthetic around that area, unless you can guide me towards where I'm going to find a shitload of sand. I don't know.
Okay, I'll try and get some on your behalf as well. I mean, it gives me something to do because I'm going to end up tearing half of this thing down anyway.
That's true. Oh, Nick says that I should at least get the walls done today. Well, that's the intention. Well, to get the walls and the flooring done, I want some kind of main structure done. But I need to get a shitload of sand to do that first.
I have found a beach. However, there are turtles residing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn away from the turtle, pretending he's not there, and then just break down his. Oh my god! Welcome to the Bono Bunch. Welcome to the Bono Bunch. Sorry. But I'm going to be just destroying his home. There we go. Nothing to see here. Just destroying an endangered species habitat. Okay, so the plan is today then for you to sort of at least make the sort of basic foundations?
Yeah, exactly. What I'm going to do is there is some sand here. I'm just going to tear it out. There's quite a lot here. Yeah, just to make the basic foundations and the walls and just get some kind of structure done. Because last time we chatted about a lot of stuff. We didn't get much. Well, I didn't get much building done. You did pretty well in that department. So yeah.
You were more in charge of the talking. I mean, I was just kind of very basic.
Yeah, it wasn't particularly structured talking. It was just kind of general exploration of various topics. So, but I'm gonna try and do something a little bit more productive because this is what I've fucking got. I've just got this little square plot of nothingness back here. It's nothing but an intention. That's what it is. So I'm gonna try and get something actually solid done today.
Right. Nick just said, I can't get over the fact you sound like an English version of my brother.
and Pete Townsend from The Who, apparently, but maybe,
And also that English Arsenal commentator.
God, yeah. Well, it could be worse. Could be worse.
Listen,
it could be worse. We could ask you to do your, Indian accent later on.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Gosh. I'll get cancelled for that. Right, I've got a lot of sand, actually. That was really quick, actually. I'm gonna fly back home.
Oh, cool.
Back into your loving arms in our bed.
Oh, I can't wait. I've been waiting for this moment.
Brody, if you're still on, let me know because I want to show you something. And your streams your streams kind of motivated this sort of thirst and hunger to better my streams, if you will. AKA, I was jealous that your streams were really fucking cool looking, so I decided to try and do something that looked good. So let me know if you're still around. All right, you're here. Right. Tell me how cool this shit is. Listen. Transition of the year. A 3, a 2, a 1. How cool! How amazing is that? That's groundbreaking. That's Twitch breaking.
Your textures look pretty fucking nice. What are you using? Like a different texture pack or something?
Yes, I'm using a. I mean, the only reason why I'm using it is because I finally got. Basically, I haven't got a toaster anymore.
Oh right, yeah.
I was. It's quite beefy though. It does. I mean, even for my computer, it does struggle at some points. But what's it called? I'll be able to find the name for it. For anyone who's out there who is a Minecraft fan and wants to know what shaders I'm using BSL. That's it, BSL shaders. I love that. I don't have transitions yet. Listen, if you want a botched transition, let me know because I watched the 2-hour YouTube tutorial video. I am down with it. I mean, I'm so upbeat now that I don't even call it transitions. I call it stingers. Because apparently that's the term for it in Twitch. I don't know, a bit culty, a bit weird, but no, it did take a long time, and it's all because of Super Streamer September. Every day we'll be doing a stream of some sort, or maybe I haven't really decided yet. But I mean, we've been really freaking consistent, and actually, you've been doing a lot more streams recently. I've just seen on your schedule that you're gonna be doing a dungeon chat stream. I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, what we end up doing, because I play a lot of Skyrim and I stream it like 2 or 3 times a week, but what ends up happening in the stream, what happened in the stream last week with John, and this is what I'm going to end up doing now, is I just end up fucking talking too much and not actually doing much productivity, and I'm going to try and get a bit more of a balance in there. But because a lot of the streams just turned into sort of like a just chatting thing, we decided to have a just chatting on Sunday, but in situ. In Skyrim. So, like, rather than just like being in somebody's living room, which is absolutely fine, we could do it as if we were in Skyrim. So that'd just be a nice little chilled out thing to do Sunday evening, 7 p.m. We tend to talk a lot about sort of music and media and culture and that kind of stuff. So, you know, anything goes. It doesn't matter. So if anyone wants to drop in at 7 and have a chat with us, that'd be great.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss it, guys. I mean, I've had the pleasure to know Lysander for a while now. When I say a while, yeah, it's been a while. I'd say a good few months. I'd say almost a year, actually.
It's probably over a year now.
Yeah.
Like, isn't in the real world.
I know.
Yes,
Crazy.
I know. Can you imagine?
But yeah, he's an amazing guy, and please do check him out. He's I wish I could link him properly in the stream, but I don't know how to do that. So just click the title. His name's there, the @. But no, he's a freshly new to Twitch. How long have you been twitching for?
Yeah, not very long actually. I'd say, I mean, Twitch would know more than I would about that, but probably about a month, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like this. So yeah, something like that. So we're sort of getting very, very gently started at the moment and getting things up to speed. But at the moment, I'm mostly focusing on Skyrim with a little bit of Minecraft in there. But I'm not going to be deviating too much. Some people like to do like multiple games, but I'm going to stick with these for now and see how it goes.
Right. Oh, I've just thrown you some. Yeah, you picked up the glass. All right.
Can you remind me? Can you? Oh, Nick says we need to find a Draugr to do the commercial breaks on Sunday. Yeah, exactly. We can get like Draugr interludes, can't we? Now, in order to make sandstone, I need, apart from sand, is it just sand and coal? What do I need to do it?
Just 4 sands.
Oh, is that all? Oh, okay, that's pretty easy. 4
sand in a crafting table, and bish bash bosh, job done. We have got a lot of zombies here. I don't know what's happened. Maybe because they're attracted to the tasty villagers I've got in these little houses. But no, chat. I hope you're having a great Friday. Shit, it's Friday, yeah.
Fucking hell! I even forgot what day of the week it was. That's the stage that things have got to.
But no, guys, what's everyone doing on a Friday? I mean, it's kind of weird. I'm sort of talking to my chat, but also your chat, and then also your chat are listening to me, and then oh yeah. But no, how's everyone's Friday been? What's everyone's weekend plan? I mean, it's what like 7 p.m. UK time here. I don't know if anyone's still working in the US or in Canada or somewhere stateside anyway.
Nick says, damn zombie, I'm trying to make sandstone. That's right, fucking things are getting in my way. But this is going to be an anti-zombie brothel. So
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a bat. We should put. You know what we should do? We should put an iron golem at the door, like a bouncer.
oh yeah, exactly. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a
There
very
you
good
go.
idea. But yeah, I'm just gonna make the. This is going to be fucking nice as well, but this is going to be like the sort of slinky, sexy brothel, rather than yours, which is going to be sort of a bit more gritty and seedy, I think. But hasn't the landlord, the Thurl of this town, decided that it should be slightly different?
Yes. I. So basically, the server was mine and Grace's. So Grace is my girlfriend, who's currently, I think she's working tonight. I'm not too sure what she's doing. But we basically made this whole world. We've only had it for like a few months. And like in this whole compound, if you guys don't know Minecraft, then it's completely fine. But like for those who do, we've got like a lot of automated farms. So we've got like, which definitely break a lot of Peter standards. I mean, we've got like the industrial sheep farm, which I'll show them quickly.
That's fucking amazing. That is, it's probably the best part of the server, actually.
Is far from legal. So basically, long story short, these sheep just live their lives in this one by one sort of like box, and are constantly sheared until they're red raw. I mean, this one's clearly died because of the amount of shears that's happened. But yeah, this is our sort of automatic sheep farms. We get loads of like wool of different colours. Yeah, we've got loads of stuff going on here. But no, we've got loads of different things in this little world, and it was kind of like a little sort of pastime for me and Gray, especially during lockdown. We've got the bee farm here. We've got a little village here full of like villagers, and they can trade you really cool and wonderful things. There he is asleep, bless him. And yeah, we were just basically. I mean, it was a bit boring, and like the idea sort of came around of building a mature establishment from my co-host, my co-anchor. He saw that there was a gate. There was a gate.
Well, there will be.
Well, there will be. There was a gaping hole it was missing something in this world.
Yeah,
And,
I think it's generally just the sort of direction my mind tends to go in. But it was also because in the last Minecraft server that I was in, which I got kicked from, I did make like an awesome brothel there with a kind of Middle Eastern theme to it, and so that's kind of hanging off the back of that. But it's a fantastic town. It's a beautiful place, and John and Grace have spent ages on it, and it's very impressive. And it obviously needs a red light district, obviously. So
obviously,
yes,
that's a given.
yeah, exactly.
Right. What I'm going to do is, so I know you mentioned earlier last stream about when you break glass, it breaks and just goes forever.
Yeah.
So, I can imagine since you properly last played it, because obviously you've had a long break from Minecraft for a good few years.
Yeah,
there's been a lot of changes. There's an enchantment that you can put on a pickaxe called Silk Touch, and essentially what Silk Touch does is it mines all the blocks and keeps them in their original state. So, for example, if I mine this glass block, it will drop the glass block black. It will drop the glass block back. I had to really think about that sentence there. So I'm going to probably tear down a lot of this and maybe sort of start again with a different sort of idea, because I think back when we did this last stream, we kind of just, I just kind of just dived into it and not really had an idea of what I was doing. So I'm going to try and refine the idea of the brothel. I mean, I've got to be, I've got to have more of a brothel mindset.
Exactly. It'll come to you naturally.
Oh, but how was your day today? How was your Friday? I mean, you don't have to get into specifics. You can just tell me.
I won't give you a timetabled breakdown. Nick says
of your breakdowns.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Nick says I only had to work a half day. Actually, watching the stream this time. Yeah, Nick, how come you only had to watch a half day? That's pretty cool, my friend. I'm pleased. How's my day? My day was pretty uneventful actually, so that's pretty cool. Like yesterday was just total shit. But today was pretty awesome actually. So yeah, I mean we didn't do much, and it was. I mean your day was probably more active than mine in some ways, because I know where you work. You've got more of your share of mad people. We've got a share of mad people as well, but it's not quite as much as where you were today, I think.
Yeah. For those who don't know, both Lysander and I, we both work we both work for the healthcare system, I guess it's called, in UK. So we do have a fair share of stressful days, shall we say?
That's true.
But no, I think this week has been quite easy, smooth sailing considering it was a bank holiday, so it was only really a 4-day working week. But thank you so much. That's an amazing name. Luna_be prepared for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Bono Bunch. Alexa, play Welcome to Mine on Spotify. Oh my god, I didn't realise who that was. Darth Gecko's in the stream. Let's go. It's been a while, Dan. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you here, man. Welcome to the stream, bro. It's been good. Posture check. You know what?
Posture.
Here we go. Let's go. For the posture check, man. Welcome to the stream. How have you been? It's been a while. I haven't seen much of your streams recently. I need some more Star Wars Battlefront in my life. What's going on? Saturday, Sunday, it's Friday, yeah. So other than the brothels, the 2 brothels, by the way, what else do you think would be needed in this?
Some kind of sex shop area, and some kind of BDSM dungeon, maybe. Something like that.
So we're really
no, not necessarily. No, not necessarily. Well, once we've done these, then we can go and think about something else to do. Nick says Friday's overtime is every other week for me, so next week no work on Friday. Okay, cool, good for you. So things are going well for him. Yeah, I don't know what we'll do next time. I want to make these. I want to make this one. I mean, it'd be interesting to do something which had some kind of geographical basis. Jokes aside about the brothels. I mean, there is some sort of little bit of a serious side to it on my front, and I'm attempting to give it some kind of local reference with regard to some of the things in Turkey and the Middle East. So I'll try and make it look like that, and if we could, or if I could anyway, make other structures in the rest of the place that have references to other parts of the world, like maybe India or Cambodia, or maybe China and Japan. That might be a cool idea. Maybe around the periphery. It could be quite global.
That sounds great to me. Sorry, I had a lot going on. I don't know why, but Egg's been really weird today. I think it's because he's been neglected a little bit.
This is your cat, right?
Yeah, Egg, the Sphinx cat. He's been really weird, and he just came up to me and showed me his bum. And as he showed me his bum, someone sound alerted a fart.
That's amazing.
It's like, did he just shit on my face on stream? I swear to God, I hope not. But it's all good. There's been 0 cat shits so far this stream. Darth Gecko or Dan says it's been very long. I got a checkout job at Tesco. So I'd be dependent on shift times now rather than being free all the time. Listen, man, that's completely understandable, but shit, you gotta. I remember you saying that you were looking for a job. Actually, last time we spoke, weren't you doing a job interview, or weren't you having a job interview? Maybe I'm making this up again. Maybe I'm fabricating it. But well done on the job, man. Tesco's. Honestly, here's a story for you as well, Sander. I actually, when I finished school, those many moons ago, I applied for loads of bunch of jobs, and I applied for Tesco, Sainsbury's, McDonald's, having the mindset I was like, oh, these are really dead easy jobs. So typically for your typical uni. Fucking hell, what was that? Who's that? What is that? What? I didn't realise that was a sound alert. Fucking shit myself on stream. Anyway, yeah. So they're typically for the whole premise of you get a job like that is you're not it's not really ambitious, or it doesn't pay well, it's really bad environment to work in, or it's really bad custom HR, there's loads of HR issues, whatever, the whole thing. And I didn't realise, but I got rejected from all of them.
Really? Fucking hell.
It made me realise that actually the thing is, back probably maybe 10 I don't know, 5-10 years ago, a lot of these sort of jobs for hospitality, all these sort of things, obviously maybe back then it would have been in a lower demand and whatever, but now obviously with this day and age, a job's a job, and a lot of people sort of undervalue, especially my generation. I think that's where I'm coming from by here. This is my own opinion, but my sort of generation of people don't assume that a job is a job and it pays a job, and it's as good as any other job, but they always care about their their persona and what it looks like they do to their friends and all that sort of stuff. And I have a lot of respect now for people who work in that industry, because I managed eventually to get a job in hospitality. I was a front of house sort of admin, so I was doing a lot of pill sales and ticket sales for London Dungeons as an attraction in London. and I was there for about a year and a half, and I honestly I learned so much from that job because at first it was my first major job after finishing school, so it taught me a lot of life skills. But also the people I worked with, it really gave me a sense of understanding of sort of teamwork and and dedication, because you'd get the odd few people who didn't really care about their job because they were in uni. And I'm not saying every single uni student doesn't care about their job, not at all. But it really made me sort of open my eyes up to the whole premise of working in Sainsbury's, Tesco's, whatever, or in a in a different job to what many would I guess prefer to be in. But these jobs are essential. These jobs are necessary, and actually they're pretty good paying jobs. They're actually, I know for a fact that Sainsbury's and Tesco's paid a lot better than I did when I was working at the dungeons.
I'd think they were fucking hard as well, and I would respect anyone who is in it. I mean, it's got to be quite tough, I would have thought. But you do get to meet an awful lot of different people, and it will really, really build your skills up around different types of people, like in no other environment. So, I mean, absolutely great, and well done to anyone who works in them. Absolutely.
Yeah. What have we got here? Hang on, we need to read chat.
I found. Wow, this is fucking weird. I found a dungeon underneath this brothel.
Wait, a dungeon? What do you mean?
Well, this has got to be something that I made, I would have thought. This has got to be one of mine.
Oh, so you really were being serious when you spoke about the BDSM dungeon. You already had
That's a really good idea. That's an awesome idea. I can make one underneath here. It can all be kind of like, nice and cultured on the surface. And then it could all get incredibly, seedy and like something out of 8mm underneath.
Maybe Lyle would have been a couple of weeks ago, and thanks. Fuck! I was reading chat then, so I kind of saw that coming, but there's a delay to it, which I understand. Nick says, people love sound alerts. It was fun playing a scary game. See, I'm wise. I've learnt my mistake from playing, I think we played Bendy the Ink Machine, or whatever it was called, with sound alerts, and it was just a nightmare. Fuck. Frozen? What about Frozen? Anything from Mama thing? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Welcome to the stream, guys. What are we doing in Minecraft today? So me and my buddy Lysander, who is in Twitch, is Andera. Please do give him a follow as well. He's live right now too. We are basically spicing up mine and Grace's server, but he's now a part of the family.
That's such a diplomatic way of phrasing it.
And I asked him what was needed in the world, and he said brothels, and he has a whole history of building brothels on different people's servers. So I thought, why not outsource expertise and his skill set, and make a few on the world. I'm tearing mine down at the moment because I didn't. Really
you really have, haven't you? Fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah,
you're just starting from scratch.
Start from scratch, yeah. Do you need any scaffolding or anything?
I mean, I'm used to building without scaffolding. So I mean that was a relatively new innovation. So I'm going to try and do it without that. And I mean the danger of that is that you kind of may fall and end up killing yourself. But that's just an occupational hazard.
Okay. Right. Oh, Daddy says he'd rather be watching Frozen. All right, cool. Thanks for that.
Fine.
Sunset not found. Welcome to the stream. I donated British accent. Don't ignore it. All right, we've got to do a British accent for 1 minute. Are you ready? Are you ready? This goes to you as well. Don't ignore.
Who me?
Yeah.
Well,
British accent for 1 minute. Are you ready?
Oh, but I am doing a British. Do you mean a more British accent?
That's the joke.
Oh, sorry. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know why people redeem it, because it's funny. Like,
all right.
Get me to do something more than what I'm doing.
Okay, you go. You start.
3, 2, 1, go. All right. I don't know how I'm going to do this. It's going to be tough. I mean, we could go for like an old English instead and be like.
What? For a muse of fire, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, so let's build the women a step.
Oh yeah.
End up going on another. Gosh, it's gonna be a mess. The stream already. Oh, hand me the sandstone, Sam. Let's go for more of like a. I'm trying to think of like. Oh, hang on, we've got something going on. So, oh my god, let's just say the hero games lasted 2 days. No, I mean, we're literally just taking a short break. we're going to be playing some more Batman Telltale later on. But we thought, we know what, we've got bigger things to do today.
Oh, Nick wanted a Cockney accent.
Cockney?
Cockney? Alright, love. I don't know if I can do a Cockney one.
I can do like I mean, is Chavvy and Cockney the same?
They I don't know. I mean, that's a controversial thing, but they can sound similar. So,
right. I need to put my hood up. I haven't got a hood. Hang on, I've got a hat. No, the hat's not here. Oh god. I need to get into character. What was I saying?
Deep breaths.
I paid for years of drama school. I want my money's worth. So I'm going to go for more like a Brickstonian sort of.
Okay, go for that.
Boss man. All right, here we go.
I'm going to take a rain check on the accent thing, but I'm just going to learn from you.
Okay. That's mad, isn't it? Yeah. Right. So what we're doing today? Doing Gemma Collins. It lasted for 2 seconds. It's the nerves, guys. It's the nerves.
There wasn't a blood in there. There should have been a blood.
Right, blood.
All right, blood.
Yeah,
or fam. All right, fam.
That's mad, fam. Nah, fam. Listen. Basics. Sticky still. I don't know, guys. Rough. I'm rough. I tell you what, though. I said this last stream as well. I think I'm overusing this now, but my South African is pretty. We've got pretty good South Africans, or like I think it's mixed between South African and like a Polynesian, not Polynesian, but more like a New Zealander, like Tonga. My name is Jonathan. I play Minecraft with my buddies. I live in London. Live in London, miss. Live in London. Playing some Minecraft today on stream. We're doing some streaming today. Might build some brothels. Might kill this little zombie here. Hang on. Give me a whack. Another whack and he's dead. Blood diamond.
That was pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And that was all from watching Jonah and Tonga, or whatever it's Sunny. What was it called? Summer Heights High. That's it. Summer Heights High. If you haven't seen it, it's an amazing program. It's been cancelled though.
Has it?
Yeah. It got cancelled along in the wave of like during like BLM.
Oh really?
I think what started off was Come Fly With Me.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, like last year, it got removed off like Netflix and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because David Walliams was in essence he was blackfacing. He was playing he was playing the I wouldn't even say she was African. I'm not even sure. I think she was actually no. I don't even know where she was from. But it was like some sort of no. I think it was like a Jamaican-esque sort of like. I don't know, like a babushka equivalent, who was at like I can't remember what her job was. I think she was a airport cafe like cleaner. It was a bit tasty. I mean, thinking about it now, with me hearing myself talk about it, it was quite bad. But yeah, they got rid of that. They got rid of what was the one with the guy who hosts or hosted the Great British Bake Off? What was his name? The Mighty Boosh, that was it. They also got rid of that, Mighty Boosh. I don't know if you ever watched that before.
But it's something that I know it's a very, very popular thing, and I have heard of it. But I don't know. It sounds to me like a lot of things. I've just realised my first schoolboy error with this is I haven't counted the blocks around the perimeter. That's the first thing I should have fucking done.
I can see, because you've got an odd number.
Exactly. It should have been an even number. But yeah, a lot of things by the sounds of what you're saying are being cancelled, and I think a lot of programs that were made, like even 10, definitely 20 years ago, as far as comedy goes, can't be made anymore, which is kind of a shame in a sense. But things change and sensibilities change, and so that's okay in that way, I suppose. But some of the old humour I miss in a sense, and by old I mean even like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm a big sucker, and Daddio will back me up as well. And there was I've actually think I've spoken to you about this before when we were talking about what we find hilarious. Whose Line Is It Anyway? Which was an old, well, it is still ongoing, I think, but it was an old stand-up show. It was actually started off in the UK, but as all things, it travels over to America, and they actually make it better, which happens to a lot of things. I hate to admit. But yeah, it was big over there. Me and Daddy used to watch it a lot. It was good. It was a funny show. If you guys haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out.
Darth Gecko is saying rookie Minecraft dare. I think he's talking about mine, which is
I think,
it is absolutely correct. It is totally true. I mean, when I used to make structures, I used to like count out the perimeter blocks. But I'm just sort of remembering how to do it. So yeah, I'll do that now.
God. Yeah, Nick picks up on my blunder. I'm gonna get cancelled. He's got African. Hopefully that stays in context. He sounded like Louis Spencer. Oh my god, that's an insult, I'm pretty sure. Also, thank you for all the bits. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, you don't have to do these sound effects. I should make them a lot cheaper, to be honest.
Fuck me. I'm getting zombied over here.
Are you alright?
Yeah. You've got a lot of mobs.
Should we go to bed?
I don't mind so much. Hang on, how do you find out the time? Is there a way of finding out what the time is?
Well, there's a clock in Minecraft, but I mean, it's pixels. So
okay.
it kind of has the picture of the horizon. And the closest to the horizon the sun is, obviously.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah, we can just look at the sun, can't we? No, I don't mind. I don't mind about going to bed. I'll try and tough it out for now. Though there is a massive mob problem.
Sorry. I know you hate that. Lysander, I know you hate that.
Oh, why? What did you do?
Oh no, it's I don't know why I still have it on the stream. It's called a screen redeem, and back when I first started streaming, everyone just loved screaming. I've just screamed for like 20 minutes straight. I don't know why people would keep like requesting it, but it's like I don't know if you have them on your stream. It's like you get like channel points.
Oh yeah, I can't do that yet. I think you have to be like affiliate or something to do that.
Oh guys, make sure. Can we get Lysander to affiliate? I mean, I think that's. If you guys head over there, check out his channel, give him a follow, because I think you're only you only need to do the 50 followers to hit it, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty low at the moment. I've got like 22, I think, currently. So, and we're sort of progressing quite slowly, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually.
No, guys, please do head over to his channel, give him a little cheeky follow, because we will be doing a lot more stuff, hopefully together in the future. As long as he's not sick of me.
No, that's impossible. Nick says that he loves Whose Line Is It Anyway, and Colin and Ryan are his faves.
Not Colin Firth. It's Ryan Stiles and Colin Mockery.
That's right.
Oh my god, they are brilliant. Honestly, I love them so much. And a lot of the stuff I did at school, like because I did a lot of drama stuff and a lot of stand up at school, I just copied a lot of their material.
Oh really? Well, that's quite an effective way to do things with humour. I mean, I did a similar thing with Red Dwarf. Did you ever watch Red Dwarf?
Oh my dad is obsessed with Red Dwarf. I kind of, when I was younger and when he was trying to kind of groom me into it, I didn't really appreciate it for what it was. But I mean, and that was the same with like stuff like Holy Grail.
Right. Yeah.
And stuff like that. I didn't really understand the humour, and it didn't really, and like Blackadder to an extent. But I mean, now I've really sort of refined my taste, and I really do appreciate that sort of humour now. I mean, that to me is British humour. That to me is.
Yeah, I mean, what's interesting about Monty Python, and I totally agree with what you're saying about Monty Python, because I think that I mean, I've looked at some Monty Python now, and to me, it does seem quite dated, some of it. I mean, it is very, very funny, but it does seem quite dated. But the funny thing about Monty Python is the humour in Monty Python wasn't just localised to what they did. I think it kind of leaked into British humour overall in its entirety. And I think the British sense of humour that we now know is in a large part reflective of what they were doing, and one could say, well, yeah, it's also the fact that they were mimicking what was going on at the time, but I think their influence sort of carried into society at large.
Exactly. And I mean, I was and again, actually, this is another example. I promise you guys I don't plagiarize everything. We did a final year like, what's the word, a pantomime, that's it. We went for more of an unconventional sort of take, and we took the scene actually from, I don't know if you remember from the Holy Grail, when they are crossing the bridge, and it's the bridge troll or whatever, and they ask them the series of questions. If you get it right, then you go across the bridge. And it's something to do with it's a funny thing where it's like he asks two really simple questions, and then he asks a really hard question. And it was like, what was the wind something to the velocity of a sparrow? I don't know if you remember that at all.
Absolutely. I mean, it's classic. I mean, that's the great thing about it. It's just great scene stitched to great scene.
Oh, and you got obviously the night as well, the Black Knight. Oh my god, it's great. I might need to watch it again. And it's on Netflix as well, actually. So guys, actually, I don't know if it's in the US Netflix, but I definitely know it's on the UK Netflix. You have no clue what we're talking about. Just do a quick Google of Monty Python. It is probably the bane of. I'd probably say it's like not one of the forefathers. I'd say it's like one of like the main sort of older British comedies that have really aged really well. I don't know what's happened, but I got a Pizzle Pizzle. Thank you for the host, buddy. Appreciate it. Pizzle Pizzle's here as well. Oh, probably the greatest moderator in the land. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Nick says Chip Eston used to be a guest on the show back in the 90s and he wasn't funny, but he came back when I Should Tyler hosted and he got funny. Chip Eston, who was that? I mean, the name rings a bell, but I can't remember. It was always Colin and Ryan who were like the mainstays, who had this kind of this tireless vault of improvisation that they had.
Wayne Brady was another one who kept coming back. He was quite funny as well. I remember Wayne Brady. Yeah, that brings back. Gosh, how are you getting on? Actually, let me have a little look.
It's utter shite.
No, I really see what you're going for. You're going for the sort of bizarre, the grand bazaar sort of. You want like rugs hung up and like vibrant, colourful. You know, you're really going for like a Istanbul really sort of vibe, maybe.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I mean, I know that some of the stone blocks look a bit like turrets, but they're not turrets. It'll in the Middle East, they have this thing called shanashil, which is this type of latticed window, wooden latticed window with geometric patterns. And so that's what I'm going to be going with. I'll probably make these a little bit bigger.
Okay.
But yeah, just sort of laying a groundwork of something a little bit authentic, quote unquote. Right. But who knows? Who knows?
It's actually really interesting though. So actually, Lysander is probably one of the most interesting people I actually know. And I don't know if you want to go into more detail about what you do and what you're studying and stuff, because it's really, really interesting. And I think the chat should definitely know, because I mean, there's layers to him. He doesn't just want to build brothels in Minecraft. There's a lot more to.
No, that's true. I want to build brothels in real life. That's my ultimate aim. No, I mean that would be kind of nice. Well, I mean, I study Middle Eastern music. I spent a few years studying music of Turkey and Iraq and playing the oud, which is an instrument which is sort of like a lute but without frets, basically. But I also grew up listening to a lot of metal music, so by the time I did my PhD, which I started 4 years ago, I thought I could combine those two things together and study what's called Oriental metal music, which is metal music which has traditional instrumentation fused within it, with a view to discovering more about the people and cultures that make it and why they make it and how it represents their national identity, basically. So we've got another couple of years of that to go.
That's amazing. I build things in Minecraft.
But no, I mean, no. But to be honest, your stuff is really fucking impressive, and things are impressive in different ways. Like, you know, 10 years ago or so, when Minecraft just started, people were just building little structures. But when I first came to this place, I thought it was a fucking amazing server and realm that you've created here. And the fact is that 10 years ago, Twitch didn't exist when Minecraft started. So the fact that you can build these things and that people can view them all over the world and people can sort of advise you on how to do things, I think is absolutely fucking incredible. So it's definitely horses for courses and about the kind of enjoyment and richness in a community. I mean, I'm sure it won't be long before people start writing academic papers about stuff like Minecraft. It definitely will happen. It's just a matter of time.
Thank you so much for the follow, Saucy Devil. Oh, hang on, it wasn't Saucy Devil. Oh, it was Nick. Okay, I misread that. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the official family now, Nick. Welcome. Hang on, we've got a few more from Daddy, actually. Hang on. Really busy at the moment, trying to eat a clock at the moment. It's time consuming. Okay, well, let's try and look past that. Will your friend be on here often? I have some computer binary problems I need help with. What? I think that's a joke trying to say that you're too smart.
Oh, Nick says that it sounds more interesting than his wife's thesis. What's your wife's thesis again? Can you remind me, Nick? I know that we've talked about it before, but yeah, do remind me so I can mention it.
Dan, we are the knights who say nee. That's Brings back so many good memories, honestly. Fuck. Oh, he's back. Thank you. Friendly neighbourhood moderator here, lurking in the dark. Listen, man, I hope you're having a great time. I know you're back at uni, Pizzle, so I obviously know you've got a lot going on. Correct me if I'm wrong, second year you're starting now. I want to say second year. Either or, I hope you're having a good start back to the year.
This is the funny thing. I just totally forgot that it's the start of the academic year. Well,
actually, my brother's starting uni this year. I don't know. I forget where he's going. I think he's going to Lincoln, I want to say.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, no, it's weird. It's just the weird sort of. I mean, again, this is sort of hypocritical coming from me, but it's just so weird. And it's, having a younger brother, and I'm quite close to my little brother. And he's not little anymore. He's doing things that I haven't done. I mean, he's going to uni, and it's quite an eye opener. Into that, obviously, people don't stay young forever, especially your siblings. I mean, luckily my sister's, even a few years younger than us two, and she's actually starting secondary school this year, which is crazy. Because I mean, I always look at her as a little sister, like a baby.
Same thing happens when you got cats. I found, because we had cats that we raised, quote unquote, from kittens, and I still, even when they were like 7, 8 years old, I still thought of them like they were 7 or 8 months old. So I don't know why. Right. I don't know why that is. Must be something with relatives as well.
Yeah, I find it so bizarre. I don't know. I mean, hang on. Listen, Pizzle, I haven't got the commands yet. I don't know how to do that. That's the only thing I still haven't got my head wrapped around. If you know how to, you could. I mean, if you're willing to help me, then be my guest. But no, this guy, where you do like the exclamation mark commands in chat. I don't know if you've got that either.
Oh, Nick says that his wife's thesis is teachers' sense of self-efficacy in teaching an inclusive environment. There we go.
It's a mouthful. Okay.
Teachers' sense of self-efficacy in teaching in an inclusive environment. So this is like a reflexive kind of thing, is it? That's what it sounds like to me.
Oh crap! Okay, sounds good. Do you have the game audio up? You know what? If I've been playing this whole time about the game audio, I'll be minorly disappointed. Oh no, it's there. It might be turned down though in the game because I was listening to some music as I was. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. Let's get this going.
I've got so many blocks that I need to get rid of. What the fuck do I do with all these blocks that I like? 64 piles of 64 blocks and shit like that. Do you normally? Oh god, it's mostly like just mud and cobblestone and shit like that.
Oh, well, you might be actually. I mean, there's some storage. I mean, I don't expect you to go through all the storage containers and sort through it all. But if you just make yourself like a regular little chest, just chuck it all in there, and then after stream I'll just sort it out. Because I'm really OCD when it comes.
Yeah, exactly. You'll filter it all out, or I could make a landfill. I could just make a.
I mean, if you want, but actually, again, the hoarder in me. Everything's useful.
So have you actually organised everything into is everything just completely categorised? I mean, that's what I've done in my Minecraft house, but this is on a much grander scale what you've got here.
Yeah, a bit sad, but no, I do like to keep everything organised just because it's just easier. I mean, when I need something, I can just go, okay, it's in this chest, bing, boom, boom, and just get it. Whereas Grace, on the other hand, just chucks everything into a chest, and it just makes me want to just cut my throat. It does my head in, and she'll do it, and then I'll look across the chest Grace, what the fuck is this? And she'll be like, it's not me. And who the heck could it be? Who else is going to be going through the cobblestone chest at 3 o'clock in the morning, as we're on a Saturday night sesh of just Minecraft, right? I'm kind of squeaky bum time at the moment. I'm in the middle of the Nether trying to get some wither skulls. Oh gosh, I'm getting cornered here. Hang on, let me swap out my chest plate. If I die on stream, I'll be so sad.
Nick says it was a rookie mistake forgetting audio, and that he's never forgotten game audio before. I imagine he's being slightly sarcastic there. I think.
No, listen, it's probably the worst thing ever. I mean, that's probably the worst thing that's actually happened in my streams. I mean, luckily you can still hear your mic, but yeah, there's been a few streams I've done where I've just had no game audio, and then luckily someone maybe hour and a half into I don't know if you don't know, but I can't hear anything. I'm like, brilliant, brilliant.
To be honest, I don't even know if I've got mine on at the moment.
Hang on. I'm reading chat. I use Stream Elements for mine. It's super simple. Okay. Shit. Fuck. Hang on. No. What he's saying? What say he? What's the guy's Twitch name? My dude, you haven't said. It's in the description. It's at the underscore under earth. There we go. That was a mouthful. But no, please do follow him. He's new to Twitch, and he's got a lot of stuff got planned. You do a lot of Skyrim, Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I mean, things have got like a generally kind of dark vibe to them, I suppose, which wasn't really intentional. I mean, I called it the Underearth because I spend a lot of time doing underground kind of stuff, whether it be in Skyrim or Minecraft or stuff like that. But things have got like a kind of dark vibe to them. But most of the stuff is Skyrim stuff and, you know, some Minecraft stuff with John at the moment. Not sure what I'm going to be doing going forward. But I'm a big fan of the Elder Scrolls, and I'd like to get still some Elder Scrolls Online soon. That would be pretty cool if I could do that.
Oh, that looks mad. Yeah, I mean, I was going to make a joke. You're also a miner by day. That's why you like the Underearth so much. But it kind of didn't work now.
I actually enjoyed more the fact that you explained the joke retrospectively.
I know.
I like that one.
You were in mid-sentence. I didn't want to interrupt you, but then the joke didn't really make sense. All right, whatever. I'm human.
Nick says he streamed for 3 hours and realised 2 hours in the game the audio was off. Oh fucking hell.
I know. You hate to see it. Yeah, making commands. Oh, hang on. Fuck it. It's never safe in the nether. Ow. Right, I've got to kill the child as well because he'll grow up learning that I've killed his father, and he'll do a whole Batman thing to me.
That's great.
Let's see what it's saying. Daniel says no way. That's the same thesis I did. I bet. Were you part of the research team?
Yeah, it's we're all just hanging off other people's tailcoats.
Yeah, making commands is really easy. Just go to whatever bot website you use and create them there. So I use Streamlabs. So I don't know, is Streamlabs the easiest? Because I've just learnt how to do it so that when someone follows, for example, it will create like an automatic message and chat. Will say like, "Oh, welcome to the stream" or whatever. So yeah, I mean, the fact that it took me 2 hours to learn how to make a stinger. I mean,
fucking hell.
I'm very technological illiterate.
Oh, I got a follow from Darth Gecko. Darth, thank you very much indeed, my friend. Thank you.
An amazing person. He does stream lots of Star Wars stuff, so...
No, that's awesome. In fact, we have talked about Star Wars before, but Darth, thank you so much. Very, very much appreciated, my friend. Thank you. But yeah, we
wrong in saying that he's a big comics fan, actually, as well, aren't you? Because I know last stream with Lysander, we were talking about... the recent Spider-Man film that's been trailered, and obviously we were talking about Marvel. Actually, we talked about a lot of stuff thinking about it.
We definitely had a lot of chats about comics, and yeah, I'm a big fan of Batman myself. I collected fuckload of Batman comics, hundreds and hundreds of Batman comics, and we were talking about what we were talking about was selling them and the unsuccessfulness of selling comics retrospectively, and how you think you're going to make a mint off them, but you generally don't. And I've still got loads, but yeah, I love Batman, and I'm really looking forward to the new Batman film. I think that's going to be very cool.
I agree. Yo. That's really. I need to lower that price. No one do any more jump scares, please, because it's just a rip off. I'm sorry.
Nick's off to see Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings tonight. Is that a Marvel thingy?
Ten Ring film. Yeah, let me know how it is in Lysander's Discord. Because yeah, I had a look at it. I didn't realise. I thought it was something to do with Doctor Strange, but it had nothing to do with it. Maybe because I just saw the trailer and saw the rings and I just assumed. But yeah, no, it's its whole own standalone film. So let me know, because that's probably one of the first films recently that Marvel have released that's been introducing a brand new character to the universe. So you know, let me know how it goes. I'm really intrigued to find out, because I mean, I heard that there was a lot of negative reviews from Black Widow's film.
Oh,
so
really?
I'm a little bit skeptical about where they're going, but we'll see. I mean, listen, we spoke about this last stream as well last week. But the What If series, I mean, they haven't missed yet since it started. I mean, I've loved every single episode. And again, if you guys haven't seen it, which I don't think, no, I mean, unless you're living under a rock and you don't know what I'm talking about, the Marvel What If series, basically, they take sort of main story plots and sort of characters from the original Marvel films and put like a random twist or spin on it, which kind of throws out the whole sort of, story and I guess premise of the original episode that they're referring to. But no, I'm loving it.
Nick
Loving
says
what
that
Marvel's doing at the moment.
Black Widow has got a lot of issues.
I mean, I haven't seen the film per se, but I know that there was a lot of lack of I don't know, just gets of like authenticity. I think they just kind of used the same blueprint that they've been using for quite a lot of films and just stuck Black Widow on the front and sort of have I think there was I can't remember the name of the character. I think it was like Red Russian or something, or it was a big bearded guy who was in it. And there was a lot of comparisons to like the Batista character in Guardians of the Galaxy, the sort of really dumb, big, funny character that gets all the punchlines and stuff. I mean, it's the same sort of blueprint as I said for most films actually, especially that sort of nature.
Yeah, Nick's saying that even outside of production, it had issues, and he believes that ScarJo is suing Disney. What kind of issues did they have? Do you know, John, what they had?
Oh yeah, so it's really, I mean, this is Disney being just horrible. Essentially, I think somewhere in Scarlett Johansson's contract, she would get paid a certain amount of revenue from the film and what the film made in cinemas and box office alone. And what Disney ended up doing without her permission or without her lawyer's permission or know about was they released it to Disney Plus, or at least the Disney streaming service, so that the money that the film generated on Disney Plus wasn't being fed through, or at least a profit or a portion of the profits weren't being fed through to Scarlett Johansson. So I mean, rightly so. You're literally taking box office, ticket sales and they're just taking them and putting them in their own pockets on their streaming app. Bit cheesy, I think.
Yeah. I mean, there are so many. I mean, all that people are talking about at the moment are superhero films, but so many things are getting delayed and pushed back. I mean, Top Gun's been pushed back to May, I think, 2022.
Right.
And yes, so many things. So it's just superhero films mostly at the cinemas. It's the main thing, and it's the main gravy train that people are on. And we talked about this last time as well, about how long this can stay on the rails, this train. But I think it'll be for a good while, definitely. At least until people get a bit more confident about going back to the cinema. I think a lot of people are still a bit wary about going out in general at the moment, but that's good because it means that more people have been watching streams and stuff. It's the reason that I discovered Twitch in the first place, because I was staying in a lot more than I would have done normally.
Right. I completely agree, and I think it's just going to be a slow transition coming back. I mean, I personally don't have an issue going with the cinema, but I mean, it's definitely been affected, and I think now ever since COVID as well, I think a lot of streaming services are kind of blown up. I mean, I don't know, I can't remember if Disney Plus was released during lockdown or maybe just before. Actually, it might have been quite convenient, almost as if they planned it.
Oh, hey!
But I know that they've just made so much money recently, and I think all these big movie studios are starting to realise actually there's not as much money in the old cinemas as they remember.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, it's tough. It's especially if you're a cinema, to make money. Nick says it's shitty on both sides. They needed to release the film. It was a year late, but Disney should have renegotiated the deal for the Disney Plus release.
Yeah, I agree. Hang on, I've got a few bits in chat here. I'm
going on a coal hunt at the moment.
I'll go to a Minecraft server and burn it down. Listen, Dan. I think Dan actually. Hang on, Dan. You've sent me your Minecraft name. I'll add you to the server. I'll add you to the server in a second. Let me just finish reading these comments and I'll add you. Because if you're free, if you want to jump in, then that's fine. And I know you won't blow it. I know you won't burn it down. You're a kind soul. John, go to Cloudbot and there's a commands tab. Super simple. Right, I'll do that after stream. The Doctor Strange episode. Ooh, that was something. Now, I don't think that's actually one I actually haven't seen yet, so don't ruin that for me. It did come out this week. I've not had a chance to watch it yet. Are you playing with Will from The Inbetweeners? Why is Will? That's not anything like Will from The Inbetweeners.
That's funny.
God, 27. Black Widow has a lot of issues, but also has a couple of highlights. Yeah. It's urged to watch Rain Man.
Oh, really? That's interesting. God, I'd forgotten all about that film.
I mean, I never knew someone would have the urge to watch Rain Man. Oh, maybe is that meant to be? I mean, it did come from Dad. Yeah, is that meant to be like a dad joke? If so, which one of us is Tom Cruise? Is it Tom Cruise?
Yeah, it's Tom
Or am I
Cruise
getting
and Dustin Hoffman.
Which one of us is Dustin Hoffman? Which one of us is Tom Cruise? Honestly, I don't mind being Dustin Hoffman.
I don't mind being either of them, to be honest. I mean, you know, it's you can't complain if you're either of them, to be fair.
But actually, saying that though, Dustin Hoffman's a bit of a genius.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
I
totally.
think maybe in like intelligence regards, you're more of a Dustin, but like
I'm not
I don't
autistic
know what
though.
I'm
I might be on. I might be on the spectrum. I don't know.
I don't know if you. I don't know. I think we're both on the spectrum at this point.
But
The
yeah,
question of who's on it more.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I mean, I'm actually a shameless. Okay, I'm a shameless fan of various things. These are the things that I'm shameless fans of, which I will talk about publicly. Tom Cruise,
Of course.
Miley Cyrus.
Of course.
Yeah.
I can see that, yeah.
Okay. Nicki Minaj.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ariana Grande as well.
Okay, that's a bit of a weird. That was a shock actually. I don't think that'd be your sort of scene.
That's what Ben said as well. It's like, why are you into Ariana Grande?
Is that the music though, or was that just her as like a?
Oh, everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay.
But yeah, generally, yeah, those things mostly. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Tom Cruise, and I have been for a long time because I think he's got a very particular style of acting, which makes him really very sort of magnetic to watch. I find.
No, yeah, I agree. Nick's actually just said something hilarious that made me laugh. Hang on. Where is it? He just said, nah, Nintendo was behind COVID. Animal Crossing released in March 2020. Make it make sense. Which is true, because I remember forking out £50 to buy the game on the Switch for Grace to play. Plays it for 2 weeks. She gets on board. I fished all the fish. I caught all the insects.
I mean, there's no doubt that, like, there are some companies that have made so much money out of the pandemic. So much money.
A bit. What's it called? A bit. Oh no, it's not a bit. XXX. I mean, we've been talking about worse things, but you know what? I reckon the fact that OnlyFans made the decision recently to cancel, because they were going to make the decision recently to stop all explicit sort of content being shared on their page, but then clearly someone woke up and was like, oh shit, we're going to lose all our money and go bust if we do that. So I mean, obviously they've made a killing. That's without a doubt. Oh damn! I've missed superhero chat. Sad times. Listen, man, it's been a sad few years. I'd say almost a few years actually. Because what, 2020? We're almost in 2022, which is crazy. But yeah, it's been listen, and it's just nice to resonate because I think one of the things that a lot of people can just. I think that's one good thing about Marvel. I mean, there's a lot of good things about Marvel, but I think one of the greatest things about Marvel's it's just created like a shared interest of millions and millions of people around the world. I mean, for things that you would, I mean, almost one in every other person I speak to is either a Marvel or DC fan.
Yeah.
I think that's only just made it more prevalent because of all the success that the films have had. But no, I agree. Listen, I love talking about. I can chat about it I mean, I'm not an expert at all. I've never read any of the comics growing up. But I remember the feeling of watching Iron Man, the first original one, for the first time. I was like, this is mental. Are you playing?
And it's interesting because you've got like a. Because I think, I mean, I may not be wrong because I'm on the DC side. It's actually quite interesting because I'm on the DC side and you're like on the Marvel side. But from what I can glean, DC is a bit kind of darker generally than Marvel, or is that not true?
Yeah, I definitely agree, especially what the standpoints that they're going through at the moment. I mean, I think DC in itself, I mean, we can talk about this a lot more in detail if you want, but from the outside looking in, DC's got a lot of internal issues, I think, with sort of their brand at the moment and really sort of what they want to do, because I think they're quite conflicted. I mean, they were going for a very much darker and sort of sinister approach, especially with the release of like Batman vs Superman. There's I'm trying to think of a good example. Suicide Squad is another good example. Obviously, the Joker, the movie with Joaquin Phoenix. But other than Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, a lot of them have just been sort of flops. And it's obviously more famously Batman vs Superman. And I think that just owes it down to there's a lot of comparisons to Marvel and DC because there always has to be. It's like Nike and Adidas. And I think Marvel found their sort of stride early on, and they found the recipe and they just sort of ran with it. And they kept going and they kept pumping out, these great sort of blockbusters films. And DC have been a lot quieter over the last few years, and I think DC's a lot more artsy as well. I think not artsy, but I feel like there's a lot more diversity in their directing. Firstly, I mean the fact that you had the Dark Knight trilogy, which is probably without a doubt the greatest trillion. Let me be careful. Maybe I'd say probably my top 3 greatest trilogies ever. Obviously, Star Wars, the original trilogy being up there as well. But I mean, those films were amazing, and every single installment. Obviously, Batman Begins is amazing. The characters, the story was amazing. Introducing obviously a new Batman into sort of the already oversaturated market. Everyone was quite skeptical about it at first, but it was a great success. And I forgot the actor's name again. Literally, I'm terrible.
Who, Bale?
Yeah, Christian Bale. I mean, an amazing Batman in my mind. And also the other 2 following, obviously Heath Ledger's amazing performance, and then obviously Bane in the later installment with Tom Hardy. Amazing characters, well written as well. But I think the issue is, I think DC really need to sit down and sort of figure out what they want to do and just stick with it. And I think they're changing a lot. I think they're doing one film, realising it's not doing well, and then they change something else, and then they change something else, and then it's just kind of messy, and their whole sort of brand just gets messied up. I don't know.
Nick's saying that's my thing with the movies. It was the DC EU, and then they changed the universe name. But mainly, I think what Marvel has going is its connectivity between the films and the shows. So there's some kind of convergences there in Marvel, which DC doesn't have.
Right.
That's what I'm guessing from Nick's comment.
I mean, yeah.
There's the universe is more sort of linked together, which is the convergence, whereas maybe the DC universe doesn't have that. Maybe it's true. Like with DC, you probably have like specific films which don't really relate to other things. Like not a universe so much. You have a Wonder Woman film, or you have a Batman trilogy, or something like that. Whereas if things with Marvel are all kind of related, it's more kind of webbed together and intermeshed.
I like that little pun as well.
Hey, I'm glad you got it. It was actually a retrospective pun. Then that's far better. If that's the case with Marvel, I would say so. Hats off to them. No,
I agree. That's what chat's saying. Well, John is ignoring my chat, so I'm going to go read Mein Kampf. I recommend the Amazon. What is the Amazon service that reads the Kindle that reads books to you?
Oh, it's Dragon or something, isn't it? Oh God.
Yeah.
I actually haven't read Mein Kampf. I'd quite like to read it.
Did you watch Minecraft? What's the MCC Stream One? What does the MCC stand for, Hannah? I haven't seen it, so thanks for ruining it. I love how you're like, did you see it? Also, by the way, Dream One, so there's no point watching it. Dan says, I've got to head off. Been working all day and got work all day tomorrow, so I'm going to catch some sleep now. You're working on Saturday, man. Listen. Hang on, I haven't got the chat. I haven't got the round of applause effect on. But listen, man, cheers to you. Honestly, you're a hero for working on Saturday.
Absolutely. I used to go to school on Saturday. God. So my
Same, yeah.
did you? My sympathies and my empathies.
But no, listen. I hope you're having a great rest of your evening. Try and enjoy your weekend. Of whatever's left, anyway. But no, thanks for joining in. It's great to hear from you. Great to see you again, buddy. But no, thank you so much for coming in. And make sure, if you haven't already, I think you did already follow. But yeah, no, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to keep a close eye. And I say this to everyone. Check out my Twitch as well. Check out my Twitter, which is just below as well. I've got some stuff on there, which. Basically, we're doing this whole. I don't know if I've even told you that. We're doing this whole sort of superhero sort of themed stream where I think I did tell you this. Where we'll be doing a bit more streams throughout September. So do follow Twitch and also Twitter, and you'll be able to find all the updates on there. And also, you've got your own Twitter as well, haven't you? What's your Twitter?
Who, me?
Actually,
my Twitter is sparsely populated. It just has a lot of academic rants from a few years ago. Nothing particularly. Nothing particularly up to date. I mean, the main channel that I am communicative on is Discord, and I use that a lot more than Twitter. So yeah, I've got a Discord, and if people want to go in there, which is linked from my profile, I'm in there a lot of the time, multiple times a day, and we've got various different channels and topics going on there at any one time. So please check it out.
That's great. Yeah, definitely. And you'll be posting sort of updates, sort of especially further on in your sort of streaming career, updates for streams and other stuff as well. I mean, you've got a Discord as well, so I mean that's also another great place to go and check out for updates for your streams as well, right?
Oh, absolutely. And I think Discord is a fantastic thing. I was a little bit unsure about it at first, but it's a very, very cool way of sharing clips and chatting about things and all kinds of stuff. It's like a sort of updated version of what used to be the old IRC. But yeah, it's great. There's a lot of different things going on there, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, do check it out and follow it. Or be part of it even. It's linked from the Under Earth front page.
And you have all sorts of pages. You talk, there's a section on food, section on like sport and leisure. There's all sorts.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've got exercise, we've got films, we've got mental health as well, because I think that's really important to just talk about that kind of stuff. And yeah, all kinds of things. Music, especially music's a big part of it. It's, on my streams, we talk about music a lot, and we've got a channel playlist as well. Everyone who comes to the stream is invited to talk about what their favourite artists are and to recommend us a few tracks, and those get dropped into a stream Spotify playlist. And sooner or later what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my favourites out of there and make like a sort of gold choice cuts playlist, which will have a more kind of universal vibe. So music's a big part of it, absolutely. So I'm always interested to hear anybody's taste in music and what they're into, and to share it and to discuss it, because yeah, it's an important thing. Music's great. I love it.
Yeah, I agree. Where the other drugs going? I have no clue where the other drugs are going. It's probably a Lysander question.
Oh, Nick wants me to get on TikTok and start twerking. I'm gonna
listen. Hey, listen, desperation calls. I mean, listen, if my Twitch channel dies even more than it is already, then I will jump on the TikTok.
We're gonna have to sell out, John.
Listen, it's gonna happen. I mean, I'm just preparing. I'm just counting down the days. But Grace is going into TikTok, and it makes me feel. And again, this is another sort of hypocritical state. It just makes me feel so old. I mean, my sister and my brother. Not my brother more, but my sister's obsessed. I mean, Grace is weirdly obsessed as well, and she's always on it. I'm like, oh, you should make a TikTok. You're always on it. Why don't you make one? She's like, no, I kind of like just lurking on other people's TikToks, and I don't know.
I mean, I don't want to be like too critical of TikTok, because I know that it's like the probably most happening social media platform at the moment. But I just think it's dog shit. I really do. Yeah. I just don't. I never thought they'd get to a point where there'd be like any kind of thing that would be just like technology related, and I'll just be like, oh, I don't get it. I never thought that would ever happen. But I go on TikTok and I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, but I think this happens to everybody. I think there come time in people's lives, where they're just like, oh, I'm always going to be with it. I'm always going to understand stuff. But there will come that point for everybody. Even TikTok users now, they'll get to that point where some technology form comes in like 10, 20 years, and they'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? And that's where I'm now with TikTok. I just don't get it at all. I just don't get it. But maybe I just haven't found an entry level channel yet.
I'm just worried that it's happened to me now. I was expecting it to happen in like 15 years time, but clearly, I mean, you get outdated really quickly. I mean, I kind of was like. I stopped. I mean, kind of got interested in like Snapchat a little bit when it first like was popping, but like I'm just a bit bored. I just Instagram, Facebook sometimes. I mean, even though Facebook now for my generation is like the boomer app. Like you don't use it unless you're a parent with like 4 kids or whatever, and you post about your kids all the time. I don't know.
Nick,
that's what my mum does, but
Nick says that TikTok is fun, and hey, if he can do it, then you can, John, and I'm older than you. So he's saying that, John, you got no excuses for not getting on TikTok.
Or maybe Nick's actually just
hired
young at heart. Yeah.
Maybe he is, or maybe he's employed by TikTok.
I was going to say, you weren't going to say what I was going to say.
Oh god, I've got these fucking flying things coming at me now, John. What are they called again? Okay, bed.
I forgot what they're called actually. Phantoms, yeah. Oh, we're getting shot as well. We've got bogeys. 12 o'clock.
I've only died once so far, and that was of my own making or unmaking.
you can take. It might be quick for you to take that bed, to be honest.
So is this bed thing? Is it just a way of avoiding mobs? What other functions does it serve?
It's such a respawn. So if you die, you will respawn by your bed. So it's a good way. So luckily, as I said before, luckily the server that we're on, it's located right on spawn. Whereas if we were to go 10,000 blocks east, for example, and build this same exact base over there, if you died without a bed, you end up back here. So tip number one, if you're ever going to build a Minecraft server or do a Minecraft server, always sort of build towards your spawn point anyway. Tip number two, if you're not going to build towards it, just make sure you always have a bed. Because it can get kind of annoying.
Nick says that he shat on TikTok at first. It's fun though. I like to think I'm funny. At least you make yourself laugh, is what my wife says. Well, you know, we've all got to start somewhere, absolutely. And I think I'm really funny. But I've got to the point where I laugh at myself so many times on my own during the working day that I think it looks quite weird, because where I work, there's like a large window through to another office.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that.
And it just
have like an office style camera just like looking over your like
you know, I'm trying to think, do other people you know, maybe think I'm unwell or something, like, you know, because I spend a lot of the time just sitting there laughing at myself. Sorry, I do think I'm amusing, but as long as I do, that's the main thing.
It starting to sound like the origin story of like the Joker. Crazy man is laughing to himself. I've realised I've been using a mixture of different blocks whilst building this, and it's kind of frustrated me.
Oh wow, this is way different. This is okay. So
yeah, I'm going for more of like an Alice in Wonderland theme, like black and white.
Cool, and nice, like it.
But I'm going to add a lot more black, so don't worry about it sort of overstepping the mark of like your sort of lighter.
Well, you're using
Western.
a different block. What is this lighter block that you're using?
This is quartz.
That is a newer block. Well, when I say new, I mean anything since beta. So yeah, but that is yeah, but that's a very cool one.
Oh, I've really scuffed this, haven't I? Oh no.
Nick says wearing the mask at work helps. Well, I suppose that's a good point. If I wear the mask more than I do, then people won't see that I'm laughing at myself so much. Back in our day, we had wood and sand. Exactly. Back in our day, it was just wood and sand. All of these fancy quartz crystal blocks that you young'uns have, etc., etc.
Wood and sand.
Yeah.
Gosh. Right, let's finish this. So yeah, I'm gonna go for like a. You know what? I won't tell you. I'll surprise you. Why not?
I'm gonna concentrate on the flooring. I've made the perimeter. This is all this is just an anti-mob perimeter. That's all it is. It's no way how it's going to end up looking. But I'm going to concentrate on the flooring now, and I want to make some kind of tiles. I can't remember how to make tiles. It's got to be pretty easy, though, I would have thought.
Oh, you're talking about like slabs?
Yeah, like slabs, like flagstones, something like that.
Yeah. When you want to make them, let me know, and I can tell you what you do.
Oh, I'm going to make them right away.
Oh, okay. So it's 3 blocks in a row on the bottom of the crafting interface.
Well, like cobblestone. That's a cobblestone slab, but I'd like a different kind of.
What sort of? Well, if you smelt the cobblestone into a furnace,
oh really?
It'll turn it into stone.
That's probably where I want to go.
And then if you want to then do that further, you can put the stone into a furnace and you'll make smooth stone.
Okay, yeah, I think this is kind of where I wanted to go. It's going to be awfully cold on the floor, but never mind, there'll be enough warming activity going on in the brothel. Yeah, this is correct. This is what I wanted. It gives me like a smooth stone thingy. I can make slabs out of that. I think this is what I wanted anyway.
Right. I'm just going to quickly pop over to where I was going to start building the castle. I've left some materials over there, which I didn't think I needed, but I kind of do now. So BRB. We'll be back in a sec, and I'll come check on your slated floor.
Yeah, I think this is what I wanted to do anyway. Oh,
I can confirm that Grace is on the bus home. Right. I look forward to your return, Grace.
Well, I don't think that Grace actually exists. I
Listen, actually, you know what we've before. Listen, when Grace comes back in, Grace, if you're listening, come back in, come on to stream, say hi to everyone. So that Lysander can actually see you in person, and I have to keep lying, saying, she's busy, she's working, I needed to blow her up. She's been deflated.
I think what it is I think it's all a ruse for us to not think that you actually made the entire server yourself.
All those sick days I've had recently.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, me staring at the screen, bloodshot eyes, breathing in. I don't even know. breathing out my eyes, just like.
You're good and you're shouting off camera to Grace. Oh, she can't come, guys. You know, she'll be here in a minute. But you know, we've never seen you. Actually, I have seen you on camera together. There was some fuzzy figure in the background once. I remember.
What, the cat?
Yeah, maybe it was that.
I'm kind of lost. I usually need maps to get here, but I don't know. I'm gonna head back and get the maps.
This is not the stone I was looking for. I can't quite remember what it was. Smooth stone. It was smooth stone. That's what I wanted.
Right. We've got some activity. Hang on, let's see. The flying is ridiculous. Listen, there's been a lot of literally, like I said the exact same thing when I showed in the Elytra first. Oh, you have an Elytra on you, don't you? Okay, I remember giving you one last time.
Yeah, you did, and I haven't lost it.
Okay, I was gonna say because they're very valuable. So
it's these wingy
if you
things,
learn
right?
how to fly, I can give you some lessons.
Okay, why don't we do that? I'm just gonna smelt some of this stone.
Yeah.
Do I? Okay, I have to wear these wings. Do I have to wear the wings or not?
Yeah.
How do I do that?
I've
done it. I've done it.
Okay, that's fine. It does get a wee bit dangerous.
I've done it. This is exciting. All right, I'm by your brothely bit.
All right, I'm just flying over now because I forgot the way back to the build site for the castle. Have you ever seen
These? Nick got these aren't the stones I'm looking for reference. Oh, is that why John is topless? Yeah, I want to have John in sort of like a Princess Leia outfit.
What with a little ring, a little chain around my.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god, I wasn't going that far.
What was that monster called? He made that noise. Star Wars fans, you might know the Jabba Palace.
What was this? Was this in the Return of the Jedi?
No. What's the Star Wars film where they go to Jabba's palace on the barge?
Oh fuck! Was this one of the original ones or one of the later ones?
Yeah, one of the original ones.
I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
It's when they get Han Solo. It's when they retrieve Han Solo from the.
Oh, it is Return of the Jedi. Nick says it's Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
So the space between my auditory canals has been invaded by about 5 or 6 Hispanic girls outside the window shouting at the top of their lungs, and we've got like double glazing here, and I can still fucking hear them. So I'm trying to listen to you, Nick, at the same time, but I've got half of Catalonia outside as well.
Hang on, should I put a wig on or not? I'm like Bigfoot. Have you eaten? I'm gonna get food. No, guys, haven't eaten yet. I haven't eaten yet. So if you are gonna bring back food.
Oh, I'm here. Hello.
Right. So I think we'll start off small. So we'll take a little break from building. All right. So do you know how to climb up scaffolding?
I do.
Just hold space. But you have a different key, don't you, for jumping?
I've got. Fuck off the lot of you. Bloody hell. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, I'm using middle mouse button.
So what you're going to do is you want to climb up. Tell me when you're at the top. I'll wait till you're at the top. You're going to need 2 things. You're going to need to equip the Elytra, which I can see you've already done. And if you just climb up 1 more block.
Oh, 1 more? Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
Now, I gave you some fireworks. I don't know if you've still got them with you.
Fireworks. Oh, I may have... Oh, no, I've still got them.
Yeah, okay, so you want to equip them to your hand.
To my hand.
So you're going to hold them. So basically just make sure you have them on your inventory.
Oh, lol.
So you've got
there we go.
Yeah, there you go. Now, this is where you could die.
Can I just say that from this angle, if you're watching my stream, it does actually look like a giant cock. It does. Like, coming out of the right-hand side of the stream. It does.
If you look from my stream, say exactly where you are, don't move. It looks like you're holding your cock.
It does. I'm sorry, that's a bit kind of basic, but I had to mention it. Do continue.
So what you need to do is 3 simple steps to fly to activate the elytra. And if you want to watch me, you have to double. I mean, I'm gonna space as my jump button. I'm gonna double tap space, and it'll activate the flying mechanism. So if you just jump once, he won't do it. But if you double jump, and then like
Oh yeah. Nick thinks it's weird that I'm using middle mouse button. Yeah, because I've got one of those mice whereby you can press the middle mouse button down, and I've bound that to be my jump key on whatever game I use. I use that rather than space because, you know, a lot of things are done with the right hand. So I press it twice, do I?
So if you want to press it twice, and as you're pressing it, you'll need to continue moving forward with W, whilst also steering your sort of momentum with your mouse. As you look around, that will be your steering mechanism, like how you would go forward. But yeah, if you want to try and just sort of walk forward, and as you're coming off the edge, double jump, and sort of maintain.
Wow.
As you break both of your kneecaps.
Right.
You're not on the top yet. You're gonna do this. The last.
Oh, I got to do the last one.
There you go. There you go.
Right. Is this thing? I have to eat something now. All right. Okay.
Nick's asked, worsen my posture. There we go. Get my leg up for you. Get my leg up.
Nick's got 9 buttons on his mouse. Oh, he uses 2 of the buttons. Why would you have 9 buttons on the mouse? Fucking hell. All right. So okay. So I double jump, right?
Yeah.
And then what? Just use W to move forward.
Yeah. Just hold W down and then steer with your mouse direct. Oh.
Was that close?
That was it. But just jump off the edge.
I could try a standing jump. Should I try standing? Do we have to be on something to fly, or can we fly from ground level?
I mean, you can fly from ground level, but you're not going to go far. I mean, there you go. You just did it then.
You know what the you know what the thing is? Double clicking with the middle mouse button is a bit like double doing that is hard.
That's why I should have it on space.
Might have to rebind it. Oh well, I've got 5 mouse buttons, so I might rebind it to that. Let me do that now.
I need to readjust my posture like this. I'll just play like this for the rest of the stream. But yeah, I mean, and in essence, so what you do is once you're in flight and you're holding down you double tap space or whatever your jump key is. As you're flying, if you then use a firework, it will propel you further.
Oh, I see.
And that's how you get the really quick speed. Oh my god! Oh, you're going! You're flying, doing it!
This is great.
But just make sure you don't hit the ground very hard. Yeah, do like a little. Yeah, that's it. That's perfect.
That was awesome.
How does that? You've flown.
Can't do it again. That's the thing. That was awesome. Oh, we got more problems with mobs.
I'll try and fly with you. We can sort of fly together like Peter Pan style.
Grace is nearly home.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
I can hear the thunder clouds approaching.
The cumulonimbus. What did I do? Hold on.
So you double tap and then you right click the
oh right.
The firework.
Right click the firework. Yeah, I had it.
But yeah, it just make sure you look up instantly so you get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, we're quite popular. Oh god. Oh god, you don't have to use as many. You can do like one. And
oh fuck! What was? Did I use the whole fucking lot?
You're going everywhere. Look at us flying together.
Oh, look at the roof of your whatever this is. What is this? A barn?
Industrial sheep farm.
That's the sheep farm. So did I actually did I actually use all the fireworks?
Yeah, you only have to use like one, and then you can time it, and then you can do another one. But even if you don't use one, you just slowly glide back down to the floor.
Nick wants me to sing an R. Kelly song. If I can fly. There you go. and we were in the same key as well.
There you go.
Very good.
Tenor boys, let's go.
I'm more of a baritone, I think. Ooh. Are you a tenor? Are you in that?
Back in school I was. I mean, nowadays, I think baritone. I mean,
should get a barbershop Coltec going. Which
I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe.
which I can say very boringly was like the shittest thing to be a part of during the pandemic. Apparently, all barbershop quartets could not rehearse at all because their work hinged on being in a very close proximity to each other. So,
Oh no, she's back. Where did you get that drum from? What the fuck have you got?
I'm killing all your zombies here.
Hang on, what? Hang on, I need... Grace has brought back something home like a dog. Hang on.
Oh, what is it? A live creature? Has she brought something back, or is it for your dinner?
What did you get? Let me have a look. Can I put it on street?
Found it on the street.
Where did you find that on the street?
What is it?
Have you seen this?
What is it?
On the street.
It smells a bit bad.
I found it on the street.
Well, why have you just found a drum on the street?
Pretty good though.
It is really good. I want it, but
We keep it. We can keep it.
I mean, I feel like it's ours now.
What did you say? It was a
Something.
drum.
Yes, she's just found a drum on the street home.
What kind of a drum is it? Is it like a snare drum or a tom or?
I've got it on the stream.
I can't fucking see it. Oh, I think there's a delay in my stream and yours.
Found a drum on the street. I carried it by this handle here. The handle. Ordered you a burger.
Thank you.
And some onions.
Thanks. It's very sticky. I don't know whereabouts on the street did you find this? It's all working. It's a.
Well, drums are pretty standard, basic.
Come sit down and join the stream. Have a chat with us. Hang on, I'll put this. I don't know if you.
I've seen a week.
All right, you don't have to declare that on stream that you're going for a week.
I think that there's a delay of like a good minute and a half in this when I'm watching your stream.
Oh, is there? Oh, so you've not seen the drum yet? Okay.
I haven't even seen the drum, but it's interesting because we've got the audio seems to be totally in sync, but I think it's just the playback of Twitch on my end is a lot slower.
Okay, I'm just fixing my green screen. It's gone a bit botched.
I wanna. Oh, here we go. Hang on. I'm just gonna get inside one of the farms and look at this drum. That's an African drum. It's like some kind of djembe is what it is.
You just found it on the street. I don't know, like, if that's a good find or not.
I think it's a very good find. Yeah, it's a djembe. It's an African drum. But is the skin on? Is it actually skin or does it feel like canvas?
Oh god, I think she's taking it into the toilet there. I'll. It feels good. It feels good though.
If it's actually goat hide or cow hide, then it's going to have a really good sound to it, and you should give it a proper bash with your palm or your fingers. That's a really good thing. You can hit the sides of it as well. That's a great thing to find.
But now we've now increased our instruments of the house from a guitar to now a guitar and a drum. So now we're one step closer to forming the One John 101 band. Have you got the drum with you, Grace?
Nick says that he went backwards. He was a baritone when he was younger, and now he's a tenor. Oh, he's actually gone in another direction.
Oh, really? Or maybe you just, as a child, your balls are very pendular, and as you age, they've just kind of slowly.
They found their niche, so to speak.
Yeah. They went north for the winter and summer and spring and autumn.
I'm just going to do a bit more flying practice in the meantime.
Oh, it's great. It's really addictive, isn't it? Here, take a few more of those.
Well, hey, how do you make these fireworks?
Paper and gunpowder. So what creepers? You know when you kill well, if you can kill a creeper, rather than it blowing up, it like makes this. It drops gunpowder. So you just add it with some paper, and we've got a paper farm, so you've got plenty.
Oh, great.
Do you want to wait? If we change it into its day? See, where you took off, you only literally just need one to take off.
Yeah, I was practicing using less than all of them, but I only used two this time, which is pretty good. But the thing is that seeing things. Oh, how long does it last? It's not permanent.
What the flight?
Yes.
Well, no. Obviously, it's like as you come down from gravity. Obviously, it's you know. I'm really getting blasted out here by these dudes. Hang on. This guy's really beefy. He's got some good armor on him.
I've just had an amazing idea because once you've flying is pretty fucking cool. I have to say, whoa. You've really got to be careful about how you land, I think.
Yeah, you can take a lot of damage when you land. I'm going to run home. Got a lot of skeletons on my ass.
Yeah, here as well.
ASS. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Race to the stream. Hang on. Oh shit! You know what? I've been streaming that whole time, and I've not even had the bloody game up. What an absolute fool! Oh my god.
Well, we got your good Batman still card on with your J in a in a Superman logo, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh god, it's been a bit of a mess. Hang on, let me just do this. Yeah, it's there. Look. I was gonna say lol. See, Nick, that's the sort of thing I'm talking about. That's the. How about more? Don't be shy, stranger. Yeah, I'll put the mic in between us so we can have a. But,
Can you take? Oh, you have to keep these on. Really.
no, I can take them off, but
Can I take these?
yeah, let me take it off. I think that might hear the speakers though. Just.
Oh.
Hang on, get your hand off my bum. There you go. Right, let me turn this down a little bit.
Here.
He's here. This is Grace.
Oh hey! Ah!
Can I hear you? I exist.
You
I'm
did.
not Bigfoot.
Okay,
It's
no.
not
But what we need to do is we need to hear your voices concurrently. Otherwise, it's just John in his falsetto.
Talking about. So, this is Grace. This is the mastermind behind this world.
This is my drum.
Let me feel that. Is that? What would you say? It's leather, or would you say that's?
It's skin.
Is
Look, there's fur on it. It's
Oh my
skin.
Yeah, I think it's hide of some kind. It's probably goat. Probably.
I licked it and it tasted goaty.
Well, there you go. You can make a habit of that.
There you go.
Wait, I didn't want to say that. I didn't actually want to make that joke because I thought it's a rubbish joke.
Embarrassing.
I know.
Have you been showing off all my things? What about my pig farm in the Nether?
I already showed that as well. I already did that. Not this stream, but I've done it previously.
Done maybe one thing on this world. Maybe you've done your little thing that you haven't finished yet.
I did the bee farm as well.
You've
Some
done
respect on the bee
you've done
farm.
the bee farm and you've done this thing, the Kew Gardens.
But it's not really done yet. I've only done one area.
I've done in the space that you put that up. I've done like 6 farms.
Oh, my son knows how to fly now. By the way, I taught him how to fly. So.
Oh, I'm making Nick nervous with my flying. He's worried that I'm going to get blown up. I mean, I'm thinking that could still be, on the cards. So we'll see how we go. But no, Grace. I mean, I'm highly impressed with the quality and quantity of your builds here.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Be appreciated.
No subtext at all. But no, it's really awesome, and it's interesting to see just how many different things could be done. I have to say that I do find the wool farm to be absolutely hilarious.
Well, this is the first world where I've ever made farms. Like, I've never actually made farms before, and I was obsessed watching YouTube videos of people making like crazy builds. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just start making stuff. And it's so fun. Like, genuinely, it's so much fun just like fucking around with like pistons and observers and redstone and all that stuff. And a lot of the time it doesn't work, but once you get into it, it's actually pretty juicy. And the biggest one that I did recently was the piglin one in the Nether, and that was a bit scary because I did die a couple of times doing that. And I had to like break bedrock, and that was an interesting one. Oh, Bertie.
I think in the amount of time, I mean, you could have probably built a couple of farms in the amount of time it's taken me to put 4 small walls together and throw some torches around. I've built. It's been very slow, very slow. But
I'm liking how our little compound has become like this weird amalgamation of just like random buildings. I'm quite enjoying that.
Well,
very creative.
I was thinking of like, you could have your town sorted out into like zones or something.
Yeah.
Are we talking like Hunger Game district sort of vibe?
Yeah.
Well, the thing that me and Jono always used to do when we made worlds was that we'd have such a strict, rigid theme from the get-go, and then we'd get bored. So it's quite nice having like a this organic thing where it just keeps getting made and weird things get added, and it's like, okay, this is how this is now, and we're just kind of figuring out as we go. And then you're on board as well, and it's like extra bits and like extra creativity, and it's all good fun.
Well, it's really good fun playing like on a server. It's like the more, I mean, we were speaking about this like last week in the Minecraft stream with John. It's like the more people are involved. I mean, this is like more of a personal venture for you, which is completely understandable. And when you get like loads of people together in a server working together, and when I say loads of people, I mean like, you know, you've got 20 people, 30 people. It gets, which I'm not suggesting for this because then you can't control what they do. But you get to the point where, let's say that everybody behaves themselves and there's no griefing, it gets amazingly impressive, the kinds of things that people do, like the things that you just wouldn't conceive that they'd be able to do.
Well, ours is like, just at the moment, it's maybe like 4 chunks worth of stuff, but I'm hoping like it's gonna become a big thing. Like, we'll just keep adding to it. Like, I saw, she's so embarrassing, but I saw a TikTok the other day that was like this little cute little family.
Told you.
It was a matter of time before TikTok came.
I know.
It's like my full-time job. But I saw this TikTok, and it was like this family, and they had like 2 little boys, and they were all playing on Minecraft, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cute if we kept this going for so long that like even like our kids could enjoy it, and like other people can enjoy it. Like, it'd be really nice.
I think that's the funny thing about Minecraft. This is how it's different with comparison to other games, is that it's more generational, and it's like, well, when I started playing Minecraft when it was in development, so it hadn't had a full release yet, and even then it was like, okay, this is interesting, but I didn't, and the community didn't expect it to get to the size that it has done. But it's like, John, you'd be interested in this. In fact, both of you would be interested in this. The Science Museum has an event called Power Up every so often, whereby they showcase consoles and computers from different eras, and you can play on them. And
I love that.
Yeah, I think it'd be really up both of your streets. Right from the 70s to now. And they've got a fucking massive Minecraft section. It was just like, they have one section only for Minecraft, and it was just amazing that they had this section just for this one game. And most of the people playing the game there are like under 10. I was saying this to a friend of mine who's recently had his second kid, and I was saying to him, like, I honestly think that Minecraft should be compulsory for everyone. I really think that it should be like a compulsory game, because it's so wide, and it encourages so much too many different types of creativity. You know, you can give your kid like a book and a pencil, that's fine, and also to be encouraged, but digitally, get them on Minecraft. Everyone should be on Minecraft.
Well, like, as soon as they get involved in like redstone and stuff, that's like basic sort of electrical engineering. Like, it's mental. Like, when I was trying to work it out, it hurt my brain. Like, it's not simple stuff, and for like a 9-year-old to be able to do that, that's putting them in pretty good stead for everything. Yeah, I mean, it's the same with musical instruments. I mean, you can make musical instruments on Minecraft, and I haven't got my head around that at all. I'd like to. It's just very wide-ranging, the different things. So yeah, both of you have got an awesome server here, and I'll try not to ruin it, but I have brought my own kind of trademark into it, and we'll see how that goes.
Proud business.
Business.
Yes.
Well, thanks, Grace, for coming on. I'm glad that you finally got to prove to everyone that I'm...
Is that my cue to leave?
No, you can stay if you want. I don't know if you want to just literally sit here and just do nothing.
I'm comfy. Until my food comes.
When's the food getting in? What I'll say is, I will probably finish stream, though, shortly. But you're more than welcome to continue on, though. I think we've done actually really well. In summary, I mean... Let's have a look and see what we've got going on. I mean, you've actually got... considering where we were at the beginning of the stream...
I think it's rubbish, personally. I think I could have done a lot better. But, you know, I always get embroiled in our chats, which are actually more valuable to me.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, and I hope they're of some interest to the people watching. But yeah, I need to get it on with, actually building this thing more.
No, I think it's good, and I mean, I think this will have to be. I think the end goal. I think it's almost the sort of the premise of the joke is we'll actually never finish this brothel.
maybe not.
Is that meant to be a brothel?
Yeah, we're going to be building like 2 sort of brothels. I mean, listen,
Two brothels.
you can't. I didn't realise you didn't know until now.
Why do you need 2? Is 1 not enough?
Listen, I'm not the head of operations here. I'm just a mere contractor who's been employed. I've got a deadline.
It was my idea to have 2, because I thought. I mean, it's a fair question. I thought, why do you need more than 1?
Associated with 1.
Yeah, I thought we could, for different kinds of clientele, and there may be some kind of more middle class clientele who want to kind of associate with people in John's more seedy one over here.
You've got to diversify your portfolio.
There you go. Absolutely. Yeah, we have to consider different sensibilities.
Yeah, you're completely right.
It's a humanitarian effort.
Oh, definitely. I completely agree.
I've never heard of humanitarian effort in the same sentence. Oh. Right, well listen, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to do my little outro, so you're more than welcome to meet me on Discord.
No, that's absolutely cool. You go for it. So
sure? Okay.
Yeah, no, please, I'd love to. Go for it.
Right, well, listen guys, and I guess this goes to Lysander's chat as well. Hang on, let me just... Do you like the little pop at the end? I'll do it again just in case you missed it. That was a quick one. But guys, thank you so much for tonight, and obviously thank you everyone who's still viewing and watching over on Lysander's stream. We'll raid him in a second anyway. But this kid defo went to a private school. You didn't actually go into a private school, did you though?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh shit. Well, actually, funny enough, Oh My God, It's Legend 27 also went to private school.
So I don't know why he's being a dick.
But the funny thing is, he's pretty insecure and jealous because he's nowhere near as intelligent as you are. Why do you think I hang around with these sort of people? Because it makes me seem smarter as well. I mean, I'm with Grace. Grace, not only did she take a single degree, she did 2 degrees. She went to 3 different universities.
Yeah, third uni.
But yes. Actually, speaking of which, people. So I talk a lot about the midwifery services across the sort of our work. This is sort of just towards Lysander. Grace actually does some of the midwifery clinics at some of the sites that I work at in the NHS, which is quite interesting, quite a fun fact.
Yeah, I was at Morby.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been there. Been at Artesian a couple times.
It's technically a public school.
I do a lot of community stuff. Hopefully, when I qualify, I want to be a community midwife. That's my goal. Let's see.
Well, Lysander doesn't work at he works at Elm Court.
Oh, that's not midwifery.
No.
No, we don't have any of those.
There's no audio actually. Yeah, right. But no, guys, thank you so much. Again, Super Streamer September streams are continuing. We're actually streaming later on this evening, so Lysander, if you're free, if you want to, we're going to be doing a music stream. We're trying something a little bit new, but we'll be reacting to Drake's new album. He just released it today, or at least midnight last night, called Certified Lover Boy. And we'll be reacting to that with my buddy. I don't know how it's going to work logistics because we're going to have to share his webcam through Discord. So we'll see how that works.
How?
Virtually. I don't know how it's going to work because I don't know how we're going to listen to the same song at the same time. Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to work. We'll see. If not, we might do another stream. We might do a League of Legends stream. We don't know. We might do a stream with Grace. We'll see. We're going to do another stream hopefully around 10 PM tonight. Bit late, bit crazy, bit
rogue.
Yeah. What's the plan for the rest of the evening, kind sir?
Oh, me. I'm going to be getting drunk on cocktails.
Sick. Well, guys, that's all right. Thank you so much. Please, we're going to stay on. We're going to head over and raid Lysander. Anything you have to say to our stream before we go?
I think that you guys are great, and I'm going to be making more seedy, dodgy buildings in your territory. in the time to come. But it's
You know who did it.
yeah, exactly. If you see anything which is slightly dodgy, it's probably from my side. No, thanks guys. I really enjoyed it. It was great. And John, let's chat about doing another one next week sometime if you can.
Sure.
And I'm moving over to Skyrim on my channel as of now.
Oh, brilliant. Other than that, guys, see you at 10. If you can't be here for 10, that's completely fine. We'll see you either tomorrow or Sunday at 8 p.m. Follow the Twitter and follow the Twitch. Twitter will be able to tell you all the updates on there. But that is all from us. Thank you so much, guys. I've been Jonathan. This has been Grace. That's been Egg. And we'll see you later. Quickly raid. Well, don't say bye yet, because it takes me about 5 minutes to get them.
Takes you a while to work out how to do it properly. Bye bye, nice to meet you. Bye bye, see you both soon.
It was lovely to meet you as well.
Bye bye, see you digitally.
And I'll see you on the stream. Not stream, on the server.
Yeah, I'll be here. Not all the time though. Okay. So,
lovely. See you later, guys.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye. 2 seconds left. Right now. Finish the stream. We're done.
Oi. Okay. John's done it. John's raided with a party of 9. Thank you very much, John. Highly appreciated. And this is somewhere quite different, though also underground. So what we're doing is we're working our way through Hammet's dungeon pack, which is kind of like it's a very large dungeon pack of about 32 different dungeons or so, and we're working our way through it, and we're about woohoo party, yeah, we're here we are, and so we're about 20 into it, and we're getting into the really much harder things at the moment.
Are you sure?
I need to take Nick off the
had a bottle of
I can still hear John in the Discord. Hold on. I'll disconnect. There we go. Alright. This is the most advanced Minecraft graphics I've seen. Kajin, nice to see you, my friend. Yes, that's true! Yeah! Okay, I've disconnected John, and yes, it does say Minecraft. It does. That's true. Maybe I should just change it on stream. I can't be bothered to do that at the moment. I'll do that later. So yeah, this is not Minecraft. This is now Skyrim. We've switched over from John's stream. You can change it. I'll split it into chapters in the VAD. Okay, that's cool. I could do that. I could probably change it as we go very quickly, because I've got my laptop here. So I'll quickly change it over. Okay, and it's nothing to do with brothels. Actually, there aren't any brothels over in Skyrim. There are in mods, but I've tried some of them out, and they're not particularly any good, unfortunately. Okay, let's continue. Stream has been changed. Anyway, Cajun, how you doing? Nice to see you, my friend. Hope everything's okay. Helga's bunkhouse if you weren't an outsider. Oh, really? Is that a mod? Love Skyrim. Max, nice to see you, my friend. How are you? Very welcome to the stream. Hope everything's okay. Never played, but watched lots of videos. Yeah. I mean, it was one of those things whereby I kind of didn't think I'd end up getting into it as much as I did get into it. But once I did, it sort of took over everything. I was into Minecraft a hell of a lot, like a few years ago. But now it's like I'm into it a hell of a lot more. One moment I was watching Jono's Minecraft, and now here. Yes, you're on John's Minecraft, and you're now underground in a totally different part of the world. So yeah, things are a little bit different, but you know, in a very good way. So okay, let's take a look at just going through and doing a little bit of fighting here. Where's my stream manager gone? Okay, so this character is level, what is she? She's level 48, which is relatively high. it's a relatively high level. Things start to get sort of kind of trickier. Oh, Max, thank you very, very much for the follow, my friend. Very pleased. And Grakimo, thank you very, very much indeed for the follow. You're very kind. And Michael Lowe's as well. Thank you so much for the follow. That's great. Fantastic stuff. Thank you so much, all of you. And I'm really, really pleased that you're here. This is a different kind of animal to Minecraft, definitely. So yeah, this character is a mage. She is level 48. And having a mage build is quite different and difficult in comparison to playing some of the other builds like warrior builds in Skyrim. So it's tricky, but it's supposed to be tricky because I started out with someone who is a lot easier. I wanted things to be tough. So let's just continue. But we're kind of relatively far on, I think, in this dungeon. So yeah, things are gonna get a bit kind of hairy. We've got these. Maybe Max, I'll give you a little bit of a lowdown on exactly what is going on here. Because she's a mage, you get a chance to cast all kinds of fucking different spells, like a fuckload of different spells. And so this is like a shock spell, and also with her left hand she casts a paralyze, but that is totally down to personal choice. You can have all kinds of spells from fire to ice to health drain, loads and loads of different things. Mages seem so broken. I don't know if they're that much broken, but it's definitely a tough build. It's definitely a tough build to play. And the other thing about it is that you don't have any... Just wait until you see Sneak. Yeah, Nick has some experience about this. He's... I was about to say, and I didn't want to take his place there, but Sneak builds are apparently very, very much broken, and Nick has spoken about that. Hey, I've heard the Dawn Guard is recruiting around Rift, and perhaps you might like to join them. Yeah, you've heard that before as well, right? Yeah, exactly. It happens a lot. But with this character, she got kind of like halfway through the Dawn Guard quest line. This is the second time I've done it, but vampire this time rather than Dawn Guard. And second time I just got halfway through, and it's just like, fucking hell, I just can't be arsed at this point. Because you have to go into the Soul Cairn, and the Soul Cairn's just really fucking boring. So, no. I don't know how much more we're going to progress. I used to hear it before, but then I took an arrow to the knee. Exactly, and that's something else. God, you hear the same lines over and over again, don't you? Like, did someone steal your sweet roll and stuff like that? All kinds of different stuff. That was a beautiful transition between games, by the way. Was it, John? I mean, milk drinker, exactly. Yeah, Kivit is right. Wait, I know you. Yeah. It was a nice transition. However, I didn't turn off the Discord, so I could still hear you speaking to Grace, but you didn't say anything too deviant, really. Soulcairn is a blast for people that hate themselves. Yeah, Kajin, you're correct. Yeah, it is true. I mean, we've spoken about this before on the stream about how Todd Howard said that it's boring because it's meant to be that way, you know. Because it's supposed to be like kind of punishment sort of thing, whereas what we've decided in the stream is whether it was actually more to do with the fact that it was just a bit of a shitty design more than anything else. My favourite is hands to yourself, Sneak Thief. Yeah, apparently if you have like level 9 and no not level 9, sorry, level 30 and above on any of the skills, and I'll just show Max a bit about them. These are all the kind of warrior skills, and then you have like the thief skills, like speech and pickpocket and lockpicking, and then you have the magic ones over here. But apparently if you're over 30 on any of those, then the guards make comments which are kind of relevant to whatever you were saying. It's supposed to be confusing. Yeah, exactly, Nick. That's right. It just works. Yeah, true. God bless Howard. Well, I mean, the thing is that Howard's going to be releasing another game, isn't he? Because we've got Skyrim, the Anniversary Edition, coming out on 11/11/21. Hey Pelican Angel, how are you doing this evening? This is me confused. Are you confused? What are you confused about? We were raided by John's stream, and we've transitioned between games. So we had like Skyrim, Minecraft for a couple of hours, and then I didn't feel like doing much more of Minecraft. I've had my fill for this point in time, so I thought I'd go back underground and do some Skyrim. So that's where we are. And there are a couple of people here who haven't played Skyrim before, which is quite cool. I don't know if this is the best way to introduce the game, but it's my favourite way of introducing the game, seeing as we're in a dungeon. No way. How long will they dry milk Skyrim? I suppose some people are still milk drinkers. Exactly, Kivit. Yeah, you're right. It's like, I don't know. They'll probably continue to milk it for as long as they can until Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. But, you know, there's no showing that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to come out for another, like, 5 years or so. I think the tentative release date for Elder Scrolls 6 was 2026. So we're not going to be seeing anything till then. And I imagine they will they will milk it some more until then. Quite a lot, I would imagine. I must admit, you did get me into Skyrim, says John. I was responsible for that, wasn't I? I do take responsibility for that, and I'm pleased. But like we said before, you know, first playthrough of Skyrim, I think it's better to do offline. It's a different animal kind of streaming the game than it is to playing it on one's own. Kajin says he's getting ready to announce permadeath legendary runs. I can feel it. Yeah, he's going to do something fucking weird. I mean, the whole thing about dropping fishing into it, I don't fucking know what that was about. That's weird. Kivit says they'll still milk it when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out because they'll release the Skyrim 2.0 Ultra DLC. It's going to be something weird. It's going to be something strange. I mean, they've probably got like pre-milking ways that they want to do stuff. Like, they probably plan how much they're going to milk the games. It's worked so well with Skyrim, like it worked for DC when they killed off Superman. You know, they made so much money from killing off Superman. Let's just kill off Batman as well, which they tried to do after that, if you remember. Nick says, you watch it. Somewhere down the line, I bet Bethesda is going to do an original edition, just the first version. They're going to come up with something. Like I say, I imagine they've worked out already what they're going to do with Elder Scrolls 6 to milk it some more. Elder Scrolls 6 Skyrim Remaster. Kajin, wouldn't that be fucking amazing if they did that? It'd be absolutely hilarious if they did things that way. I mean, that would be great. But you know what's funny about that? Is that people would buy it. They would buy it, and I would buy it as well. If they literally remastered Skyrim like a fourth time, I'd buy it. I would do. The problem is that people keep buying it. They legitimately bend consumerism to their will. Yeah, absolutely true. I mean, you know, a company like Bethesda must know by now exactly what kind of consumer base it's going to be pandering to. And I mean, there's going to be an interesting thing. They're going to try not to straddle the line too much between selling out and not doing a good product. But obviously Elder Scrolls 6 very much is going to be about us making as much cash as possible. So they will be, you know, pandering to consumerism quite a lot more than they would normally do, I would imagine. And so there will be some unexpected stuff. As to where Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be, most people think it's going to be Hammerfell. This is just the topic that's going to be going on for years. We just don't know. And we have bought it many, many times. That's true, Nick. I mean, you've bought it how many times? Like twice yourself? I mean, I've bought the Legendary Edition, which is this one, and also I bought the 3 expansions separately, which you don't have to do if you buy the Special Edition, because in the Special Editions everything's rolled into one. But in the Legendary Edition, I had to buy the 3 expansions in addition to the main one. It just works was a reference to guaranteeing sales. Todd Howard for 4D chess. Yeah, absolutely. No more like 6 or 7 times. I mean, who knows? Who knows how much more we're going to be buying this game in the next few years, or bits of this game. Well, that was the idea behind Creation Club, wasn't it? The idea behind Creation Club was that, you know, you just bought more bits and more bits that you had already bought, just bolted on more and more sections. Kivit says, release one good game after that, just make cash on that with releases. Sometimes release a crap game or unfinished product until the next good game releases. Use the same engine for 30 years and repeat the cycle. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe Bethesda will end up kind of, eating its own tail. Who knows? We'll see. But the Kivit, thank you so much for the follow as well. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Great to have you here. We'll be doing a lot more of this in the coming weeks and months. Kajin says you don't buy them separately in Legendary Edition either. Oh, do you not? Was I incorrect about that? I was under the impression that you did. Oh, really? So you still have to buy like the individual ones for Legendary? Oh, okay. Wow, that's a lot of money that they're making. An awful lot of money. Maybe you meant OG Skyrim. I think it's for all of them then that you have to buy them separately. I really thought that they were all sort of bundled in together as special editions. So Bethesda's doing very well out of Elder Scrolls. It's sad that games like Red Dead Redemption, right? 2 release and have so much effort in them. I guess eventually a lot of game companies will give in to easy annual titles since it makes more money. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like record labels, some game studios end up kind of just rehashing things again and again and again. It becomes difficult to make things original, and so they will just end up getting things to a point where they will know things that can sell. And what you're doing at that point is you're selling things to a different market. You're selling them to a new market while still retaining some semblance of the original people who are there. You don't mind losing too many people because you don't want those people there anyway if they're not going to keep on buying your product, It's sad that most innovating games get found at the indie section. Well, of course, absolutely. That's true. I mean, but the only thing is that the indie game section now is so big that it becomes difficult to know what to buy. And in spite of the fact that something like Steam shows you so many different ways in which you can, filter different games and what the right thing is to buy, it still gets fucking confusing. I'm personally waiting for like the next Super Meat Boy game to come out. That would be awesome. Because the original one was just so fucking cool. Nick says, well, friend, I've got to go for now. Going out to dinner with the wife. Oh, of course you are. Have a good stream. I'll check out the VOD. Have a good one. Yeah, have a very good meal. I think you're having an Italian tonight, from what I remember. And by which I mean the food stuff. So good luck with that one. I hope you have a great evening. See you soon. Take care. So we're just going to... I can't remember how far we are into this tomb currently, but that doesn't really matter so much because this is one of the very best of this dungeon pack. In fact, by now, Hammet, who makes the dungeon pack, has really got into his stride. So this is a great one. It's very, very dark, in all senses of the word, and far darker than Skyrim normally is. But that's fine, and that's generally what we do on the channel, as the name suggests, more kind of dark-related stuff. Now this is a puzzle area, so we have to find out what we can do to lift this gate. How do you hotkey to your left hand? Everything I try swaps out to my right. I don't. That's the thing. It's kind of annoying in a sense because I have to keep doing things manually. So the hotkeys are set up, but in the left hand here, it's like I have to... I'm using Sky UI for a start, which is bolted onto SKSE, which is Skyrim script extender, as of course you know. But what I have to do is, for her left hand, if I want to cast Paralyze, I have to go into Sky UI again, and then right-click Paralyze with the right mouse button every time to get things into her left hand. I mean, it's a pain in the ass, but it's the only way it can be done. So what I'm going to do is I have to find out how to open this grate, and what I'm going to end up doing is just pulling all of these. I'm going to end up pulling all of them and going in that way. Oh, I thought you were just using hotkeys. That'll teach me not to not pay close attention enough. Well, actually, I am using hotkeys on the... For the right hand, it works. For her right hand, it works really well. For her right hand, it works really well. So, like, for instance, 5 is Storms, 6... Okay, now I'm confused, because 6 has put Cast Ebony Flesh into the right hand. I think the way it may work, then, is... whatever hand you use in Sky UI, maybe it retains that? I'm not sure. So if I try Paralyzed for the left hand, is that going to work? Now if I go to Ebony Flesh, that works. If I hotkey back, oh, it does work. It does work. So you can do that. Maybe I just haven't been paying close attention enough myself to how things were going on. So that's what you've got to do, apparently. You've got to hotkey within the game to the hand that you want to use, and then it will do it. Okay. I'm going to end up just pulling a load of shit to see what happens. Okay. That wasn't so great. Oh, is this going to just carry on going? Okay. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to have to try and stop that now, which has worked. I think that worked to open the gate. Yeah. Oh no, it didn't. It was probably another one. Skyrim is not like particularly puzzle based, so you know one can think that it's like a largely puzzle based game, and it's really, really not. It's just little bits of it have those puzzle elements to it, and depending on what modder it is as well, you're going to get more puzzle elements. I'm just going to check. Oh, this is the room we came from. Okay, so maybe we need some kind of clue as to where to go from here. Vanilla Skyrim has some, but they're very simple. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, I mean, they're very simple. There's not like a big kind of emphasis on puzzles. Which is good, because it's not Tomb Raider. Even though it can certainly function and look like Tomb Raider at times. Silver Yol Great Hall. Sometimes we have to watch out for these pulleys. They're rather well hidden at times. Norok's last words. Why do you stand there? Stop fretting and kill me. Be done with it, for death awaits me, for I may rise again and I will kill you. Well, he's got a one-track mind, that's for sure. And here he comes as well. Now, can I cast Paralyze? I can with the right hand. So it's correct, Kajin. It does work like that. But what I'm really interested in, and what I don't understand with Hammet, who's made this mod, is why for the bosses he makes them not vulnerable to paralyze. It's like, you can still just fry them all very, very easily if they're not resilient. How exactly are we going to get out of here now? He'll probably have something on him. Does he have a key on him? Yeah, he does. Yeah, a lot at the end of the dungeons, you generally get quite a lot of you get boss chests. And there's generally a lot of cool stuff in them, but at this level of the game we don't really need what's in them so much. I mean, not for her. If I was, building the character in other ways, I could. Mages are very hard. Proceeds to easily paralyze everything. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I mean, what I could do is try and do it without the paralyze, I suppose. But the argument for that, the argument for using paralyze, is that it's exactly what this character would do, which is convenient, right? But we could try and do it without it. I mean, an alternative might be doing something like, I'm just teasing, of course, but if it works, it works. That's the thing. But I mean, you got a point. I mean, what I would expect from Hammet, like I say, who made this dungeon, is that he would just make it so that the bosses were resilient to paralyze. I find it very, very strange that they're not. I don't know if that's an oversight or if it's intentional. I don't know. Oh, you come to a big area like this that you know that something's going to happen. Some kind of shit is going to kick off. And this is not the time to drop paralyze. Not in any sense. If we cast a detect dead, how many Draugr can we expect? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got to be more than that. Definitely, I would have thought it would be more than that. Okay. Probably nothing will happen until we kind of take something off the altar here at the end. Like this. I'd expect pretty much everything to go wrong now. Can always get the spawns times 3 SKSE mod. What's the spawns times 3 mod, Kajin? Let me know a little bit more about that. Let's just get on with things. Let's see what happens. Come on. Spawns 3 enemies for every one that should have been there. I'm actually really tempted. Would that make you like level up like crazy? Yeah, the cast did work. The hotkey for cast did work. I was expecting more than one simultaneously. I have to say I'm slightly disappointed. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to regret saying that, aren't I? Especially if we get an archer. And I think I can hear some arrows. But at least we're using... well, yeah, of course every place would be a lot harder. Yeah, that's true. How many Draugr Deathlords have we got here? We got like 3 or 4? Something like that. Whoa. Okay, we're going to have to keep our distance, I think. Okay. I mean, I could have just sort of, you know, picked them off one by one. But let's see, and you see how with the grate at the door, how it seals you in. If we've got one Draugr there who is going to be throwing dragon shouts, then that is going to make things slightly more testy. I may consider dispensing them more individually. Yeah, there's one of those who's proving particularly problematic. What we need to do is see, the thing is that when she falls, she's got all of them on her at once. So it's like some kind of gangbang almost. Okay. I think the thing to do is just to let's pick this guy off first, and then work on the other ones. Because I think it's a relatively good shot. Is it you? Okay, now at least I know which one it is. And it's absolutely paramount that we... And this one's an archer as well. Oh, is it more of them? More than one who can do that? Wow. You're honestly impressively accurate with third-person spell aiming. I have to say, though, Kajin, that this little area here we've got with its like 6 Draugr Death Lords, well, overall it might be 6, is one of the hardest things that I've had to do. It's honestly one of the hardest things I've had to do. And I also don't think that there's any kind of way of making it any easier than it is. If she gets shot down, then it's about 6-7 seconds, something like that, which means that if there are 2 Draugr that do that, this is probably a good time where we can have a recce. I think the one here is one of them. But there's another one as well. So let's see what we can... There is one other way we could play this. There is one other way we could play this, and it's not something that I would normally do. But I could do it just for entertainment purposes, seeing as she is a vampire. We could transform into vampire lord form, which is something I hardly ever do. But it would be an entertaining thing. I think what we'll do is we'll try it once more in standard way. Or we could dual cast. Let's take a look. Necklace of grounding. I don't know if she needs that necessarily. Another 70 points of health would be very much appreciated, though. So let's go for that. Just going to double check by doing that. Wait for this guy to come out. I think probably the best thing to do is just to avoid the Draugr as much as we can and cast restoration in the left hand. Depends how much. We're going to have to do a lot of switching. She just gets absolutely surrounded if she gets shot down. Though it's not like that's an interesting place to end up. It's not like I honestly wonder if there's any way to do this as a mage. Any advice would be appreciated, because it's when she's down and hit by the Dragon Shout. It's the other one's got any better damaging spells. I'll show you what we got. What would take more hits. Let's take a look. With destruction, this is what we've got. So we got flames, frost, storms. Icy Spear costs quite a lot. So I'm not sure what you're thinking about that. We could try Fireball, which would give us a lot more distance. Maybe we should try dual casting Frost. What do you think about that? No Frost on Undead. Oh, okay. So oh, there's not one there. I don't know if this tactic's going to work, but the most important thing is just to keep away from them. Oh, there's not one there either. If I can keep like a significant distance. I mean, as much as I hate the whole running around thingy. It's just even one downing is like, then they start to like gather around her, and it gets really, really fucking hard. I mean, how many is it? Is it 6? Something like that? I think we may have to try this with Vampire Lord. I think this is probably the only way it's going to work. It's not like she's exploited that very much in her tenure though, so why not? Unless we find that this doesn't actually work on undead. Wards do stop shouts, by the way. If you have them, ward on the left, shock on the right. Ah, okay. Do the shouts have any kind of... Do they make any kind of difference on Vampire Lord? Do you see how crazy overpowered Vampire Lord 4 is though? That seems to be doing pretty good though. It does, but I have to say I'm disappointed because I wanted to try doing this particularly hard part as a pure mage. Wow, we're getting there though. But her wow. Okay. I think we can just about manage this. If you have the wards on the left, shock on the right. The difficulty is, of course, like seeing the shout coming and being able to get it from like whatever direction it's coming from. If you're fighting Draga, because we've got like 6 or 7 of them here, and we've got like a shout coming from behind. If there are 2 Draga with shouts, it's going to be pretty fucking hard. So, one at a time then. Who's next? I think the best thing to do is just to pick them off individually. Just focus on each one rather than like other ones. Like trying to do them all simultaneously just is no good. I think we've got 3 archers. And the shouts do kind of like freeze her for a second. Okay, we've got 1 left. That was rather tricky. I also think most designers for level 40 plus dungeons would assume you also have shouts. Maybe. Yeah, you may be right about that. Because, as you've noted correctly, she doesn't have any. So, that may be, like, quite an oversight on my part, but you have to also, I should also point out that she's not at 100 destruction. She's like at 72, and that was my fault because I made it legendary twice. So it didn't necessarily need to be at 72. But we did, you know, we did play the vampire game then, and you know, maybe it's times like that then that it is for playing. You know, I shouldn't feel too bad that I did it as a vampire lord, even though I do feel slightly bad, because when you have like 6 Draugr 2 who can throw you off balance with shouts, and 3 of them are archers. I mean, I don't know. Okay, we need to find the way out of here. And from what I remember, he's probably sort of hidden. Oh, there it is. The chain is right there. Ah, okay. I need to find the key. Which will probably... Is it going to be in one of these draugrs somewhere? It may be in one of the chests or something. It's a shame that I can't pick the lock to get out. Was there a strong box on the altar? Oh, there's a strong box here. Yeah, there we go. So that'll take us out nicely. Oh, we're not out of the woods yet. See, something like this is like a lot easier. Like, just having 2 to deal with is absolutely fine. In comparison to having... Like, what the fuck that was. That was the hardest thing that I've had to do in the dungeon pack. And even the vampire lord form hardly made it. Vampire lord form was just like... really struggling. Archers are also like way tough. Way tough, because they had like high-powered ebony bows. See, destruction's creeping up a little bit. Wait, why is your Atronach still there? Oh, is it because of the other one? Oh, he's still alive, this guy. I didn't realise he was still alive. That's got to be it. Yeah. Okay, is this going to take us through to the entrance? I think so. This is where we came from. Yeah, it was the Great Hall. And now we just have to find our way out. Is it down here? This is kind of a nice touch to have this little bit after the boss chamber. Wow, there's another highly powered one. It's not so bad. Oh, we do have another archer somewhere here. If I can just draw him over these walls of storms. That would make it a little bit better. just want to paralyze this archer just once. And that should surely be it. Yep. That was a gruesome, testy little end, having like 3 of those archers in this space, and one of them being an archer. I mean, 3 Draugr in the space, one of them being an archer. And I'd like to think that we're on our way out. She has quite good fire resistance, so not really worried about that. Here lies Dengir, Savos, Savik and Khalid, all loyal servants to the almighty Cradnock. Are we saying that that great hall was not the last of this dungeon? There seems to be a rather heavy implication that the boss chamber hasn't been reached. So there'd presumably be him and several of his denizens as well. There goes the gate. So this is one of them. How many were there? I should have counted how many there were. I mean, the main thing is just to keep away from the damn archers more than anything else. Ah, and a dragon priest as well. Awesome. Okay, like, I'm just going to try and keep some kind of distance here. The Frost Atronach is just a distraction. It's just a decoy. But the advantage of having all the walls of storms everywhere is they seem to have dispatched a lot of the Draugr really quite effectively. Do we get anything useful? Okay, and that little chime sound tends to let you know that the dungeon is cleared, but sometimes it's kind of deceptive. It's not actually true. You'd think that that was the last of it. That was tough. I think this is just going to be leading out now. I think this is all this is going to be. I don't think it's going to be, yeah, anything other than near to where we just came in. These dungeons are designed like most of them, in as much as you know, the entrance path leads up from where the final boss chamber is. I'm interested in this section though. I don't think you can actually go through here, but I might be wrong. I've been to Silver Yol a few times before, and I don't know if I've ever actually been down here. I'm not sure about that. But I think, given the time, what we're going to do now is just take her back to base, as it were, which is the College of Winterhold, and probably end the stream round about there. It would be interesting to find out what's beyond this point, but that's something that can be done at any other time. I've got a list of things that have to be done within the game, like a to-do list, which is, you know, mentioned in the journal here. But at some point I'll get around to doing that. And like I say, that is tomb like 20... I think it's number 20 or 21 out of 32 of this dungeon pack. I feel a little bit guilty for doing the end tomb as a vampire lord rather than a full mage, but I honestly don't know how it would have been possible to do it otherwise. Another build character with like full-on armor probably would have had an easier time of it, but with 3 archers and you're using only spell armor, I know that Kajin's talking about using a ward, but you've also got shouts coming from different directions. Might be interesting to try and, you know, go back at some stage and do that. Let's fast travel back to college. You cannot fast travel when enemies are nearby, such as? This is going to be like a bear or something. Oh, it's a frostbite spider. These are little else but just local annoyances, these things. Okay. And I'm hoping to get her destruction up to 75 again. I'm sort of sorry, it's 73. We're very, very, very nearly there. I'm kind of half regretting making it legendary, which means, you know, you start from 15 again, and it makes things harder. But we still got through it. We still got through the end there. Okay, and I think I will leave her there. We've got all this stuff I'm going to put away at some stage, and I'm surprised you did Destro. I'd have done Resto or Lockpicking. Well, it's like... well, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I mean, lockpicking isn't even like close to 100, I don't think. And I've done lockpicking before. Restro, you know, it's at 84. It hasn't been up to 100 in this character's playthrough. I mean, I could have done alteration. But I've got a rule, a self-made rule that alteration never gets made legendary. It just always stays at 100 because it just makes things a little bit easier. But there's nothing else that could have been made. Where is lockpicking anyway? What's lockpicking at currently? You see, it's at 67. You know, a level 48 in the game. It's like, fucking hell, you know, it's going to take some time. And as well as that, the other thing is that I haven't put any points into the lockpicking tree. None at all. So, just thinking about it now, we've still got 7 perk points, which are unused. Yeah, and we've still got 7 perk points which are unused, and we haven't distributed elsewhere. And to be totally honest with you, at this point, I don't really know where to put them. I mean, I could start bringing up my conjuration, or her conjuration. I think that's the next thing. Maybe put something into restoration, but I mean, the thing that I really want to get to 100 is enchanting. That's really the next thing I want to get there. Okay, that's enough for now. Thank you to everyone who came. Thanks to the new followers as well. Really enjoyed seeing some more new people and chatting with you. We've got one, maybe two more streams this weekend. There is one. Wait, okay. I will wait a tiny bit longer. You don't have expert destruction perk? No. No. Not on this time, because this was the second time that destruction has been made legendary in this playthrough. So when we went to the dungeon just now, we didn't have it on expert perk. And I was thinking that, I was like, oh my fucking god. You know? Or adept. That might have been adept. Well, what I wanted is expert perk. So, for the Wall of Storms. But Wall of Storms is expert. But I didn't use those. You wilding man. But for this, you know, there wasn't any point in putting those points into the tree yet, because we're not level 75 in destruction yet. We're at level 73 or maybe 72 in the dungeon, so there wasn't any point. Yeah, that may have been, you know, I was kind of cursing myself a little bit at the end, because I really didn't have to make destruction legendary for a second time. Still, never mind. So the plan is one, maybe two streams this weekend. Definitely there's going to be one on Sunday at 7 PM UK time. That's going to be just chatting, but it's going to be just chatting in situ. So it'll be in Skyrim. We'll do that because a lot of the streams anyway end up just being sort of talks and chats. So we're going to do that just chatting somewhere in Skyrim. Not in an inn, because that would be too obvious. And there may be one tomorrow. May do a Skyrim stream. I'll put it on the schedule. I may do one at 2 PM UK time tomorrow. But I'll put that on the schedule. But definitely 7 PM Sunday for just chatting, and I'll update the schedule with regard to if I do a Skyrim one at 2 PM tomorrow. So that's all really. So thank you very much, and I hope that people watching had a good evening or a good afternoon wherever you are, or a good early morning, and a good rest of day. And I will see you all again soon, I hope. Alright, take care, have a good one.